make sure you turn in. This is a side-scroller exclusive.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, why am I so tiny today? There we are. Goodness, everybody.
Welcome to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Kick.com and Twitch.com and everywhere on the internet.com, especially Side Scrollers Plus. Good to see everybody. Welcome out. We got a great show for you guys today on this wonderful Tuesday. What, Blabs, I believe it is Taco Tuesday.
With cucumbers.
Oh, my God. Get it. Nope. She's done. All right, guys. Glad you're with us today. It's going to be a spectacular show. We have... Listen, you guys beg for sequels on a day-to-day basis. You say, where is the sequel to the franchise that I love? They're here. Or at least half of them is here. It's Phil from Rush Hour 4. Hello, buddy. Good to see you.
Yo, thank you so much for having me on again, man. How are you? I'm doing good, though. I'm doing good.
Good. That's great. Background looks sharp, all red and stuff.
Yeah, it's red like the motherland, like the China flag.
Oh no, that's great. Blabs, where's your Guamanian flag in the background?
I don't know, but I got this one instead.
Oh, okay. That's Italiano. Get those hands going in the chat already. It's our first Italian reference, and we're 2 minutes and 16 seconds into the show, which is great. Yes, Blaz, we know you're Italian.
You asked me about a flag, and I panicked. I was like, I got one.
Beer?
Yeah, you got beer.
All right.
The one who doesn't even drink beer has the beer.
Yeah, I do like the design though. It's good. This is from one of our sponsors that we have. I actually, I went out and picked one up. Into the AM. They sponsored one of the shows a few weeks ago, and I really like their stuff. I went out and bought a bunch of stuff, which is great. Anyways, yeah, big show today. Lots going on. We've got scandals. Huge show. We have scandals. Flawed will be joining us in a little bit whenever he decides to wake up. It's going to be great.
He said he'd be here, Chet. Don't worry. He's coming this way.
We have found the barometer to know when you're no longer good at video games. And we're going to share that with you guys very, very shortly. We have a noticeable death in the world of YouTube after Reddit got its claws on a YouTuber. And unfortunately, the unaliving happened. We're going to get into that very sad story. We have this guy named Mango. There was an event that was happening called the Beerio Kart. Take that for what it was. Anyways, he did some inappropriate things, and now his competitive gaming career is over. So we'll get into that as well. Mind's Eye had some tremendous layoffs. Microsoft is laying people off. And we're getting into Cloud World today because there's so much to talk about. I'm talking about you there. What's Lily Tino's real name? Marcus?
Why do I feel like his name's Phil?
It may be Phil. I don't know.
What?
Phil. Hey, why you? Phil, there's... Okay. Phil is a name.
Sorry, it's Nicholas.
Nicholas. There you go. Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Nick. Hey,
say
Nick Cantino, Blabs.
Cantino.
Nick Cantino.
Don't try doing that. We don't know what he is.
No, listen, it's been well established. It's Nick Cantino. Anyways, we'll be talking about Nick a little bit later on. Thank you for putting that in the run sheet for the real time right there, which is good. just so we call him by his proper name, which will be great.
Exactly.
Yes. Which will probably get us banned.
It's man.
That's right. Okay. Lots going on today. Like I said, Flawed will be joining us to complete the duo of Rush Hour 4. I'm so glad you're with us. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Join the 127,000 just normal men who have found common sense in the video game entertainment and pop culture world. We're glad you found us. If there's anybody tuning in for the first time, say hello in the chat. We'd love to introduce ourselves to you personally. Thank you, Blabs.
Hell yeah.
Also, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Nearly 1,000 of you tuning in over on YouTube right now. Less than 200 thumbs up. We want to get the nice ratio going on there. So let's get those rookie numbers up right there. Once again, we are back over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig as we continue to grow a little bit more over there. Blabs has today at 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern, Blabs versus Returns, episode 2 of season 2. And my, oh my, if you ever wanted to put an ice pick in your face, you will find it today when she plays. Yes, when she plays Contra 3, the Alien Wars. I'm going to tell you this right now. Yeah. GG's to your insanity, which is great.
That game is amazing. So you're gonna have a blast with that one.
No, she's not.
No.
I just spoilers. This episode was pre-recorded, and it was rough to get through.
It was very, very much a challenge.
In addition to
very fun to watch. I'm just saying, very fun.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're gonna all yell and scream.
Speaking of yelling and screaming, hey, we're adding more fun things going on over at Side Scrollers Plus as well. You can join us tomorrow as Blabs. For the first time, we'll be watching American Pie, which will be great. That is Wednesday, tomorrow at 2:30 Central, 3:30 Eastern, as you see in the bottom right corner of your screen. Available exclusively to Side Scrollers Plus members. So join us over there. In addition to me and Blabs, we'll be joined by Cecil, as well as Eric from You Me and the Movies, couple wonderful movie dudes coming in and watching some movies with us, which will be great. So join us live tomorrow when we will be, think of it like I used to did the Lord of the Rings watch throughs. Now we're doing it with American Pie. Maybe we'll get through the entire American Pie trilogy, 4 of them, 5 of them. I don't know how many.
We have to watch the Girls Rule one too.
No, only the core ones.
I say, like, that one's not very good. I've seen that one.
I know that's like American Wedding, and then there's one more.
Reunion.
Yeah, Reunion. Yes, one more after that. Yep.
I think there's maybe 4 of them. So speaking of 4, let's add the 4th member of our team today. Hanging out in the background, looking sharp and fly as always. It's Flawed.
Hi.
Hey guys.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh.
I'm good, man. I'm stressed. I was doing a lot of moving around.
Yeah? What's happening?
You
moving?
okay?
You doing some burpees this morning? What's going on?
Yeah, no, that was me just being agile and moving my chair. But I was my dog has like a hot spot on his leg. I had to put a cone around his head and spray his leg. He was giving me a hard time. But we're here. We made
Uppers, man. Them dogs. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Can you do us a favor and check to make sure you're on your mic? It kind of sounds like a little.
Hey.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, you're good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. There you go. Get that mic queued up right to that.
Wait. Can we just Photoshop? Thank you.
Actually, do me a favor. Will you move a little bit to your left, move the mic to your right a little bit, and turn it to you right there? Now open your mouth really big. Thank you. Okay. And hey,
got that.
If anybody would like to go in and add maybe whatever you like to that, by all means, go crazy. The chat is appreciative of that, which is good. All right, we always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. Guys, here's the list. We'll see if Blabs... I'm going to tell you this right now. I previewed this list, and this is a stinker of a list today. So the games that Blabs picks are not going to be good. Unlike yesterday, where she had quite possibly the worst list of Today in Gaming History of all time. But guys, take a glance as we go through. Do you see any of these games? Oh, Bowser is... Do you hear him? Hold on. I got to get Bowser in. He's freaking out. Okay, you guys take a look at this really fast. Here's the list right here.
He's just scrolling super fast.
Go. There you go. There it is right there. Here it is, guys. There it is. You figure it out. Bowser's freaking out outside. Hold on.
What?
I don't know. He's going to think he's sad. Blaz, what do we have today?
Okay, so obviously I did not pick Transformers, but I did pick Expendable, released in Japan in 1999. I picked Mega Man Battle Network 3, the white version, Flawed, released back in 2003. And then I released the Sniper Ghost Warrior, released back in 2010. Ta-ta! I'm just saying. So yeah, how'd I do? Did you guys play any of those games? Probably
Expendable, I played.
not. Okay, what is Expendable?
Like Contra, but not.
Oh, then I don't
Oh.
really. Yeah, I won't do well. Oh, hi, Craig.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, it's going well.
Good.
Do you have your
Bowser's
dog with
okay.
you now?
Yeah, I got 2 dogs with me down here. I got Max joining me and Bowser. You guys want to say hi to him real quick while
Hell
we?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course we do,
Dog
yeah.
cam.
Hey, let's go. Come here. Come here. Bowser. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, boy. Come on up.
Have you played
There
a
he
game
is.
rematch?
Derry, what's that?
Ooh.
Bowser.
You're so good,
Oh,
boy.
he's my favorite.
Oh, he about to bite your headphones off.
Yeah.
He's just being
Aw.
lovely. He is 15
He's a
years
cute
old.
dog.
Mm.
Wow, I
Oh,
can't tell.
15.
He doesn't look old at all. No great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
Looks
He's
very lively.
wonderful. Lively enough. I'm sorry, buddy. That's a good boy, but he stinks. He stinks, man. I gotta
Give him a shower.
well, I did. He's just old and he's stinky and he's got mouth stink. Come here, Max.
Brush his teeth.
Okay.
Maximus. There's Maximus.
He almost bit my nose off.
Yeah, there he is. Good
Is
boy.
he mean?
No,
No,
look
no,
at the
he-
stink eye he just gave you.
Hey, buddy. Thank you. All right, that's a good boy. Anyways, Max and Bowser, they're the best. he's a great little dog, just hanging out up here. Like, hold on, he's going full, just like
He's like a baby.
yeah. All right. Anyways, good stuff. Yeah, that's right, buddy. All right, you guys just chill out. There we go.
Pet
All right.
scrollers. I'm with you guys on the chat.
I started to get hungry just a little bit right
Oh,
now.
no.
I don't know.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh
I
no!
don't know what's happening.
Oh no! Well, speaking of animals, we do have a very sad story we're going to be talking about.
Yeah,
today.
way to go, Craig.
Yeah, sorry. I'm tying it in to what we have
Pivot.
going on. Yeah, I'm doing my best. But hey, Steven came in with a 10 right out of the bat. Says, will you be discussing Michaela and the Save a Fox Foundation today? She sadly passed away due to internet harassment, apparently because of Reddit. She was only 31 years old. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, man. Thank you, Steven.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Tamamo came in with the 10 euro money. Says, popping in to say hi again. Update on holiday. Last day. It's been nice, but very strange. A lot has happened. On one hand, I used a flamethrower. On the other hand, had to help bury one of my dad's cats.
What the fuck? But first of all, that's British pounds. I'm sorry, not euros. But
no, you just say like European money. That's all.
yeah, but it's British pounds.
He followed up and says,
Oh.
part 2. And listen, I know, Phil, I know you're salivating at the idea of dead cats, but
And barbecued.
Tamama says those events are unrelated. No cats were harmed by flamethrower. It's
hope
been
so.
very nice spending time with my dad. I have a tan. I'm no longer vampire-like. Looking forward to my own bed, though. There we go. Thanks, Tamamo. Speaking of vampire-like, you okay over there, Flawed?
Yeah, my bad. I went the wrong way with my
I was
eyes.
like, oh.
Gear came in, says context of the stream. Recently, Cloud9 kicked out a Super Smash Bros. Pro player for joking around another member, Maya, on stream. Mancomb and Mango. That's disgusting. Keep the memes in pineapples, Cloud9. Okay, thank you, Gear. Yeah, we're going to get to that a little bit later as well. Hidden Gem Gamer says, hey, Craig, tomorrow's my 15th anniversary of Singularity Raven Software's last game before being sent into the Call of Duty mines. Do you remember it? It's like a mix of BioShock and Half-Life. I do remember it. Yes, I do, Singularity. Thank you very much, Hidden Gem Gamers right there. Okay, we got a lot going on today. Real quick, Riley says, for Phil, tell Craig about your experience with yesterday's AI video. We all watched and compare notes. P.S. Blabs, you're still fired for yesterday's takes. Thank you, Riley. So what's this about, Phil?
Okay. So wait, which AI video? Okay, there's 2 because there's one that one of my mods made for me for like I guess sort of my intro for one of my I guess live streams, and there's another one where it's like the anime Donald Trump one. So like there.
Oh.
So yeah, that one is pretty. The anime with Donald Trump, that one's pretty crazy. I think there's like 4 of them now, like 3 or 4 of them. But the other one is just a bunch of like women, AI women in
Women.
like lewd outfits and jumping around. All right.
You know what I saw? I saw one of the best AI videos I've seen today, and it like legitimately made me laugh. Like, continue on with your story before I. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I'm going to retweet this picture of Flawed with his mouth open real fast.
Oh, that was fast.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's just like a bunch of anime girls jumping around with low cut, some under boobage here and there. It was good times. It was good times. It's great. I think when we think of AI, we think of like Terminator and like Matrix or whatever. No, we just think in the future we're just ended up getting cat girls, robot AI cat girls that we're gonna eventually get, and that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. But there's also the other one with the dude that fell in love with AI with Chat GPT. That's the crazy one too as well.
Yeah, we talked about that one earlier this week, and that was both, sad and like super depressing, sad, and like I was talking to my wife about that. I gotta be honest, I kind of blame her, the not her, the wife, for what's happening, but I blame her for sticking around. But I also sympathize with her situation because she has a child with this dude.
Yeah,
really
that's weird.
Yeah,
And like he's just there like building his computer while like his wife and like his daughter is just in the background. And the fact that it's like he asked her to marry him, right? Like, and even though it's like, oh my heart like couldn't take it or whatever, and like I don't know what's happening, and yeah, that's wild stuff. Like I didn't even watch Her with Walking Phoenix, and that's sort of the premise.
Yep.
Oh man.
Can I show you the best? This is it. I found it. It was very simple. All I had to search was Olympics AI fat. I found it. Like for some reason, things diving into pools are really popular in AI videos, at least on my feed. This is the best one I've seen right here. So check this out. Look at this giant lady up here, both in terms of size and size. Yeah. Both vertically and horizontally here. Obviously, super fake lady diving at the Olympics. By the way, shout out to the lady down here with no top on. Just want to point that out. And the camera, which has no cameraman on it. But here we go. What do you think is going to happen here, guys?
She breaks the diving board.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. She
rips a hole in reality.
Yeah, she crushes that lady. I don't know.
All right, Blabs, you got any guesses?
I'm thinking she's gonna break the board.
Okay, let's find out.
Like after the last jump, or it's gonna be like an exceptional flip.
Yeah,
like
or she's
fantastic.
gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Phil is closest to being correct.
Oh, wow. Oh shit! Oh shit!
I appreciate that.
She didn't even need any like double jump. She just jumped and flipped 4 times in a row.
No, she goes straight Samus, goes straight into a ball. Like her head gets sucked into her butt crack over here. Ends up in the big splash is one thing, and then the fact that the entire gymnasium collapses. Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's amazing.
Anyways, for some reason that's my entire timeline, which I guess there are worse things to be using AI for. But Hell came in and says it's pretty cool that Blabs still gets to work and gets paid, even though she was most definitely fired. Yeah, I know. Well, I fired her and then rehired her yesterday.
What did I miss?
It's part of a tax, deduction for Craig.
Oh,
yeah.
Rehiring.
So yesterday Blabs had one of the worst Today in Gaming histories of all
It was
time.
actually pretty good. It was just you guys didn't like it. That's all.
No.
what was it?
Okay. Can I show you? Let me see if I can find this real quick.
I can just tell you which games they were.
No. Real quick. I feel like this is going to be an ongoing conversation. June 23rd, 2025. We'll go
the
down.
Day I broke Craig.
Here's the list of games that were on yesterday. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Super Mario 64. Ape Escape. Deus Ex.
A lot of good ones.
Eternal Darkness. Advanced Wars. Legend of Zelda. Phantom Hourglass. Alone in the Dark. Battlefield Bad Company. Fight Night Round 4. We had the
all on the same day.
All in the same day. Batman. Arkham Knight.
Black and white.
I mean, this was yes, Pokemon Black and White, right there.
I like
this was huge, huge. And then we have Sonic Origins down here, right? Of all
what did you
these
pick,
games,
Labs?
of all these games, do you have it pulled up, Labs?
Oh no, I can just go to Twitter. and
Yeah,
pull it
please
up.
pull it
Okay.
up. Please pull it up because it's important.
Oh.
So, of these games, guys, which ones would you choose to
Super
feature?
Mario,
Yeah,
Sonic,
yeah, Sonic.
X.
Yeah, even Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, those are huge.
I mean,
Yeah.
massive. So,
Yeah.
would you want to go in and do 2 Sonics on the same day?
No.
It's a
Especially
Sonic
not Sonic
sandwich.
I mean, what are we doing here?
Listen. I did a whole thing where we could have a whole N64 conversation. So naturally, the launch title of Mario for the N64 would be included in that segment. So I highlighted other games that people enjoy.
So you did 2 Sonics?
Yes, bingo,
A Sonic
exactly.
sandwich.
Where's the logic there?
I did a Sonic sandwich.
Yes, you did flawed logic.
Oh no.
Fast.
All
He
right.
said I would never do that.
Mercenary says
Ah.
yesterday was so bad. Today you're fired. There you go. See, that's Mercenary's still upset. Just so
Yeah,
upset.
even Batman would have been
And
good.
why for Mercenary? He's angry all the time. That's a secret cap. You
Hey,
know he's
Flock,
angry.
Marlo wants to know: are you losing some weight, bro?
No, I'm actually gaining it. It's crazy. People keep saying that. Maybe it's just going to other places in my body because I've gained like 4 pounds in the past few months.
4 pounds.
Yeah, what?
all
it's
4
good for me.
pounds?
It
Wow.
all went to his big toe.
I can't get under at 190.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Under
People
190.
keep saying that. I think it's the angles. If I go like this, then it looks different. You know what I mean? You
Uh,
see the gullet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
start doing fentanyl again.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a horrible idea.
I can't tell if he's
Yeah.
being serious or not. You're not being serious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible
Is it
idea.
the ones from China? Because those suck.
Yeah, no, that's the one I was using. It got the weight off. You know what I mean?
Trim you right
Also
up real
got my
quick.
life
Right?
off.
All right, we got a lot to get to today. Glad you're with us. Let's go ahead and hit our Montez goal today. We are at 5 of our yellow Montez supers of our goal of 20 today. And look, do you hear Max now? He's freaking out.
Yep.
He's freaking out. He's
Yeah.
because somebody got home. Hey, while I let the dogs out, who let the dogs out?
Nice.
It's
No,
time for my
you.
favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. Okay, I'm back, ready to go.
That was quick.
Thank you very much. It was as easy as opening a door. So there we go.
Literally right next to him, too.
Yep, this is true. Okay, look, it's summertime. Summertime, things get a little crazy. We have new products that are released because people have time throughout the day. They're hanging out with their kids and stuff. It's the evening time. It's nice. They're out, having a barbecue, right? And in America in particular, right? You have these barbecues with your hot dogs and your burgers and whatever you want. Oftentimes, people like to have potato chips with them. Now, Lay's has put together a contest where they want you to help find the next great flavor of Lay's potato chips. And my, do we have some interesting flavors to choose from this year? We've had flavors like, salt and vinegar, barbecue in the past, right? What's the craziest barbecue chip that you've tried?
Craziest?
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know how crazy it gets.
Well,
I don't think I've ever
like
tried
mesquite, sweet honey
Yeah.
barbecue. I love that
Those are
shit.
good. Yeah.
that's pretty good. Well, would you try a bacon grilled cheese?
Hell yeah.
Bacon
Yeah.
grilled cheese Lay's here?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Phil, what about Korean style fried chicken?
Phil is
Oh,
crazy. to start that with.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought Koreans and Chinese hated each other.
Yeah. It's more of the Indian people we can't
Oh,
stand.
okay.
We, I.
I.
I don't even know what Valentina is. I'm guessing it's some sort of hot sauce, but
That's Spanish. If there's a Tina at the end, that's Spanish.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, totally.
Yeah.
But I'm really upset that they didn't put Valentinex at the end of it.
Yeah.
Introduce-
Not very progressive, is it?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the government cheese flavor, bro, because that's gonna hit.
They got to get out of the mines first. But of these 3, which one would you choose?
First one. in the
First
front.
one, bacon grilled cheese, huh?
Actually, no. I'd probably go Korean style fried
Yeah,
chicken.
I go
actually.
Korean.
Yeah. The Korean one sounds really good.
We're all
Yeah.
going
Have
the Kongmin route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I think I'd go the Korean fried chicken. Although I don't like my chips to taste like chicken personally. That's just
Are you sure?
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Craig, have you gone to rallies?
No, I've never been to a rally before.
So like,
Oh, yeah, you trying to catch him up. You better
all right,
get the answer, buddy.
rallies. I'm not sure if they have it there in Texas, but it's like it's what's it called?
Do you
It's
Please.
a burger place. It's a
I don't
burger
think they
place,
have rallies.
and
Yeah,
their fries are their French fries are fried with fried chicken oil. When
Okay.
you're eating the fries, it tastes like you're eating a fried chicken.
Okay.
At least
Really?
the flavor of it. Yeah.
You ever had
Pretty
those
good.
chicken chips? They sell chicken skin chips.
Yeah. Rally or checkers. Yeah. Rally or checkers.
Okay. I've had Checkers before. Yeah. I've had Checkers before.
Did you like the fries?
Checkersandrallies.com right here. Let's check out, see what's going on with Checkers and Rallies over here.
Are they the same?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
shit.
Yep.
So nice. I mean, it looks like some good fast food, burgers and chicken wings and chicken and stuff. All right.
Okay.
So, anyways, well, they don't offer Rallies potato chips, unfortunately. Maybe they should. So, yeah. And John came in and says, y'all remember the cappuccino lays? Remember when they made those?
No.
I think it was like
I would
last
never.
year, 2 years ago.
Ah,
Yeah. Blabs.
They did this before, right? Where they had the different people
Mhm.
just coming up with flavors. Of chips.
yeah,
I remember
it's
that.
part of a competition they do every year.
Yeah.
Do
okay.
us a flavor from Lay's is what it's called, and the winner
clever.
gets $1 million.
Oh, really?
Really?
$1 million. That's
Do
right.
you make the
Ooh.
flavor in your house?
No, I think they suggest it, and like those 3 flavors that we showed you were the finalists of like
Okay.
everything down, and then it turns out the bacon grilled cheese was the winner, so this person won $1 million.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Paula George?
Yeah,
Paula
shout out
George.
Paula from Oklahoma.
There's a basketball player named Paul George.
Yeah, there is. This Paul George has more money than Paula George.
Sure.
Yeah. But so submitted by Paula George of Sapulpa, Oklahoma. This finalist is a savory, nostalgic ode combining 2 of everyone's favorites, bacon and grilled cheese. George drew inspiration from her late father's bacon. See, there it is. There's the story. My daddy did it. My daddy made a bacon. Have you guys ever had a bacon grilled cheese before?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
5 Guys. But like on chips, I feel like that's
Like
a little bit
5
too
guys,
much.
huh, Flood?
Pause, bro.
No, it is Pride Month still.
I'm not gay.
We actually have footage.
It's not gay.
We actually have a picture of trying the latest chips at 5 Guys over here. Here it is right here. He's going.
Oh, he's getting ready.
Sorry.
Bro, someone turned me into a singer.
Yeah, there's some memes already. Thanks, internet.
It's going crazy here. This is good.
Okay, Wababalubop. Okay.
That's right. Hey,
Zero
go
stress.
crazy, guys. All right. Well, look, there you go. Go eat your Lays. I'm sure it'll be available soon. And I think that they will make way more than $1 million. Lays will from their new flavor. 'Cause
You ever
it
had
sounds
cheese
like-
chips? Like cheese flavor on chips? You ever
Yeah,
had
yeah,
that?
like nacho cheese Doritos. Yeah. The cancer
No,
that
like
is.
Lay's are like potato chips with cheese on them. Like not real
nachos?
cheese, but like cheese flavored chips. Like Lay's.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Oh,
I don't like them. I don't think they go together
I
well.
don't like them. Cancel them.
Doritos are good.
Apparently, like Doritos are the worst thing you can put in your body, but they're
Really?
so good.
I love Doritos.
Oh, they're so good. I know everybody loves Doritos. That's the problem.
Flood's like challenge accepted.
Mhm.
He's on his way to the X-ray machine later. Get a broom up there or some shit.
All right. Improve
All right.
where?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's
Interesting.
your
Get it
body,
up
your
there.
choice.
Hey, Marmalin came in with the 10. Says all the squinters hate each other in the.
Oh my goodness, Squinters is
Marmalin?
crazy. Is that a
Yep.
thing?
Yeah.
Do people say that?
I'm okay. I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. How about actually? Will you read that, please, Phil? So they don't come after me.
Okay. All the squinter hate each other in the end, but Korean and the Chinese stay somewhat amicable. Mainly cause the Korean like myself are insane. Make you a fire.
A quick reminder that all super chats over 10 will be read by Phil today, which is wonderful. So I just want to put that out there right there. for
Yeah, I
everybody.
timestamped that one. You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Sam.
Well, Beast is your piece of shit. I saw that super chat, you motherfucker.
What?
Just talking crazy.
Oh, there we go.
First of all,
Motherfucker.
So rude.
He has to deal with Mo. I don't. I didn't say it.
Reese Gibbons says new from Frito-Lay's. Lay's dog anus and sour cream flavored with Olestra. Thank you, Reese. Appreciate that. Wendy's Baconator Pringles tasted terrible. What? How do you mess up a bacon flavored chip?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Ranger George for $20 says, I've donated to Save a Fox a few years ago. Sad about the news about Michaela. Genuinely cared about animal rescue. The worst thing is none of the people who were harassing her will think about it again or face any consequences. Ranger George, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And yeah, we're going to get to that story very, very soon, momentarily. But first, Stephen Miller came in with the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Stephen. That is spectacular.
You just covered the tits.
I was about to say, what's the point? You know what I mean?
What is the point here, Craig?
I was about to say.
Hey, Blabs, go ahead and read it off, please.
Oh, okay. Every time I hear about a new flavor of chips, I get disgusted as it reminds me that America is the most obese country in the world. What the fuck? Why did you pull up Phil?
Yeah, instant plastic.
Yeah, just because he was constantly just giggling. He was just sitting there, just like,
I'm just like, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's like,
Wow,
wow,
you're
what's
like a
going
man of
on?
culture.
Why am I
First
on the
of all,
screen?
didn't Mexico become number one in the most obese world in the country?
Did they?
all got donuts, I think. Anyway.
You got to take that title back.
Yeah, number one. Anyway, it is stuff like the bacon and cheese flavored Lay's is what is causing so many health issues in America. That and drugs.
Not wrong.
yeah, well, the drugs are in their food, baby.
Yep.
Hey, let's make America healthy again. Let's go. Get on it. Let's go. Come on now. Let's go. We're all working on it over here. Hey, thank you so much, Stephen. That is spectacular. We are now 6 of our goal of 20 yellow supers. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. You know who should have read that? Phil.
What?
True.
He should have read that. That's
Yeah.
that's my fault. We'll get the next one. Phil's got the over 10. Delta says,
All right.
I think that
I got it.
oh, there you go.
on, Phil.
Go ahead, Phil.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll try a different Asian. Every time I hear about the new flavor, the chips, I get disgusted, as it reminds me that America is the most obese country in the world. It is stuff like the bacon and cheese flavor. The Lay's is what causing all the health problems, issues in the America.
Okay. Okay.
Well, maybe after eating those Lay's, you'll need to go to 7-Eleven Japan because they are selling, guys, the longest roll of toilet paper, apparently. It is 7.11 7-Eleven times bigger than your traditional toilet paper here. So this is obviously a bit.
Why?
Well, because, hey.
Because it's Japan, man.
Yeah. I think it's a big deal. I mean, literally, it's a big deal. The newest roll, which is dubbed Japan's longest roll for toilet paper for home use, comes at a length of 1,168 feet, which is 7.11 times longer than the normal roll, which comes at around 1,164 feet long. So there we go.
That sounds like we should go over there with bunker busters, blow up their fucking toilet paper facilities.
Yeah.
Look how big that
They're
is.
doing too much over there.
Put the fries in the bag.
Gotta be honest.
That's it? That's not even that much bigger. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it'd be
Yeah.
much bigger
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
It is still a lot bigger.
It
You
looks
think
like a
about
Scott roll.
At 12 inches in diameter. Okay, so it's a foot wide. That's
Is
pretty
it?
big. That's what it says.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is that other one? Fucking.
Oh, hold on. Here we
I've
go.
never seen one like that.
If you're looking for a massive roll in the U.S., however, you have to head over to Charmin and pick up a set of their Forever rolls. At 12 inches long in diameter, the rolls are so big they require their own special holder. There we go. Oh my god.
That sounds like false advertisement for Forever Roll.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's
Class action suit.
blatant, yes. Toilet paper has been the source of many arguments between couples over the year. While one TikToker, what?
Ooh.
What a weird statement to make, Dexerto. Have you guys ever been in an argument over toilet paper?
Nah, personally,
No.
this writer clearly he's just trying to vent in his fucking article.
Who is
Maybe it was during
Dylan?
COVID, and they were
Dylan
just fighting
Horan-
over toilet paper.
That would have been a better thing to say though.
Maybe which way to put it in, like the flap
Oh,
on the one
which
side or
way,
the other.
yeah. Yeah, he looks like he
that's
fights
what
By
I'm
the
his
way,
wife.
why is that discount quartering his profile photo? Like,
I'm with you on that.
Oh man.
it's the quartering from Temu or Wish.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude, check this out. Check this out. I looked this guy up on X. Check this out. He blocked me. I don't even know who this guy is.
What?
This guy.
He preemptively blocked.
Hey, as one person who stutters to another, I find that really offensive. But oh, there it is. He, him. There it
I'm
is.
not blocked, sucker.
Maybe that's why your name was Stuttering Craig, and he's like, oh, he's making a mockery of me.
Oh,
I'm blocking
my
this
gosh.
fucking guy.
Oh. Well, give it up
I
for
guess-
Dill Pickle 1 over here. That's
Not
good.
all stutterers stick together.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What's up with that nonsense? Jeez, Dylan, I
Damn.
thought we were bros. I didn't even know you, but apparently I'm so obscene. I'm such a bad person.
By
But,
the way,
hey,
I have
there-
discovered something really fascinating. The
Mhm.
obesity countries in 2025, and it's not what you think. Look at that. So you have American Samoa, Tonga, Nauru,
Uh-huh.
and Coakley and Cook Islands as the top 5 obese countries in 2025. So shout out America. We're all the way
I mean, the
down
Samoan
there.
makes sense. Samoans are fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that-
yeah.
That
That's
part
true.
makes sense.
And,
But
anyway, the
Yeah.
more you know.
in American Samoans, yeah, they're really fat.
Well, I'd like to wish Dill Pickle
Very happy day.
a happy day and good luck with your articles about Japanese toilet paper. We'll continue to read them. So good for you, buddy. Good.
I
for
say we
you.
should hate rate them. Everyone just go over
No.
there. Okay, my bad.
No, no, we do not encourage
take it
that
back.
at
I take it
all.
back.
Yeah, don't do that. That's a horrible.
I'm gonna do it.
Horrible idea. Don't do that. Delta says, I would think that bugles are some of the worst chips to put in your body. I remember eating a small bag and getting sick off the grease or whatever it's cooked in. Ooh, the bugles. Do you guys
Aren't they
like
all cooked in
bugles?
grease? I love bugles. Put them on your fingers. Be a witch.
Let's go.
When I was a kid.
All right, I hear you on that. That's good. That's good. I like it. It's quality. Yeah, the bugles. Bugles are like a top 50.
15.
No,
Oh,
50.
you say 50?
Yeah.
Okay,
50.
nah. Yeah, 15 might be a little much. I'll say 20.
I bet you I could find 50 chips before I got to bugles.
You should do a tier
Yeah.
list.
Maybe just go to the store, buy every single chip, and do a
Yeah. Ooh.
live tier list. See, that's content right there. I buy
That is.
every single chip.
I want to be there.
You want to come do that?
I do want to do that.
Maybe we do that. Make that a super Side Strollers Plus special stream or something sometime where
Let's fucking do it.
we buy every single chip at the grocery store and do a tier rating of it.
Let's do it.
That's like Mr. Beast style content right there.
I wanted to say that King of the Couch shit, that was fucking crazy. You guys
we
put
got-
in a lot of work for that. That was like,
Mhm.
Thanks, brother.
I'm proud. I seen when you guys were at no subscribers. Y'all deserve like millions of subscribers, bro. You're putting in work for this fucking content.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
was like, damn, I didn't realize it was all that. I didn't realize you were going that hard.
No, it's all that.
Yeah,
That's what we
you're
do,
fucking,
man.
You're a winner. You
That's-
deserve every fucking sub you get.
Hey, that's right, baby. And that's why people supporting over at Plus, they support
Yeah.
that content, which is great.
Yeah.
So
That shit's
we
crazy.
we are working on our next announcement very, very soon. Next event, maybe flawed. Just saying, maybe.
Hey, I'm down.
Phil, not you. Tamamo came in with a so Lays is called
Like,
Walker.
not the squinty.
Yeah, no squinties here.
We did a ketchup here, ketchup flavor here once, but I personally like prawn cocktail. However, veg-based chips are awfully nice. Beetroot, parsnips, etc. Thanks to Mambo, appreciate that. Yeah, the ketchup flavored chips. I'm not a big fan of those.
No.
But seriously, Phil, no way. Marmalin says, Craig, all the there we go. Sorry, Marmalin. Phil, on a side note, will you read that?
Okay, let's see. Craig, our chats orvos 10 will be read by Phil. Next two chats after my fucked up chat peer group ref not to redo the super chatter.
Wow, you're going through all the accents today. That's wonderful. Thank you. Yes,
He's
I-
going
quality.
all the Asian.
Yeah, I'm
quality.
all the Asians.
You know how
Do
like
African.
Ray is all the Jedi? Well, Phil here is all the Asian. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I butchered that. Okay. Hey, guys, look, there's a time in your life where you realize you're straight up washed, right? We've all been there where you're playing games and then you get beat by some 13-year-old kid and he talks smack and tells you what to do with your mother. It's really, really horrible situation. But there are times, especially as a streamer, where you're playing games and all of a sudden that magic just ain't there. And that happened to Nick Merckx recently. Now, Nick Merckx, obviously, he got in a lot of controversy a couple of years ago by simply saying, leave kids alone. Not a controversial statement, whatever. And you can say, Blabs thinks he's like a wishy-washy on a lot of things. Whatever, it is what it is. But I think we can all agree on this sentiment right here. This is a clip he posted. He says, PSA to all 30-plus-year-olds playing Warzone here. And I think everybody
He's
can
angry off rip.
He is. Great thumbnail. Great thumbnail right there. But here is what happened to him during his game of Warzone.
I think it's over, man. It's about reflection. It's about honesty. It's about integrity. It's about ownership. And you got to just look yourself in the fucking mirror and say, you suck now, man. You got to look right in the mirror and say, you suck now. It used to be great. And you're not anymore, man. I'm going to cry.
That's accurate.
He's self-aware.
Okay, what was the game? What was the moment that you realized that you suck now and you used to be great? Does anybody have that game? And this is for you as well, chat. What was the game? What was the moment you got beat by somebody and you're like, oh no. And I'll tell you what, mine was very recent, as in like the last couple weeks, where I was playing Mario Kart World with my 13-year-old daughter. And I'm not bad at Mario Kart World, right? But the fact that she could hang with me at all was like, oh no,
You washed up, pack it up, bro.
Straight, listen, we're all washed. We all get it, right? Do you guys have any of those moments, games where that happened for you guys?
I do. It's also Mario Kart, but it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I was playing with my nephew. I think he's like 7 at the time. I was like, wow, he's actually really good. And I found out that he had the bumpers and the auto drive on out, and then I turned that off for him, and I never felt better. Oh,
So you weren't
man,
washed. It was false alarm.
No, he was cheating.
Little cheater, huh?
It's like that Asian guy who graduated from UCLA that used ChatGPT. He was cheating.
Yep, holding it out there. Yep, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, and by the way, those things are on by default on Mario Kart. Yes, you have to turn them off, which
kind of casual shit is that?
Oh, it's Mario Kart. It is casual. That's the thing. What about you, Flawed? Was there a game or a moment where that happened?
I'm trying to think, like a game that I was good at and I'm not good at anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'll say Mortal Kombat. I had to quit playing because I could beat everyone like that. My cousins, my girlfriend, I could beat them, But then I go online and I get juggled the entire time and I haven't picked it up since. I just left it and I paid a lot of money for it. So unfortunately, I thought I was like one of these ones at Mortal Kombat, but not with these kids online.
That's what happens. You're great in your little bubble, and then all of a sudden you get out. The bubble gets a little bigger, and then all of a sudden you still may be okay. But once you get outside that bubble, all of a sudden you're getting bounced around like that Betty Blue or whatever her name is over on whatever her name is, that lady who sleeps with 200
You mean
guys.
Bonnie?
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
Betty?
It's pretty good that you don't know her name. That's a W that you don't know her name.
Not Betty White.
No. Well, I've heard stories about Betty White. I'm just saying.
She was a little cougar.
Blabs, what about you? I know you play all the hardcore fighting games. So, was there a game that you were like, yeah, I'm washed, even at the right age of 29?
See, here's the thing. I didn't game like you guys used to game, right? So, like, I couldn't be, like, super duper hardcore as a child, so I can't really say. But if I would say, like, now, in comparison even to a couple of years ago, just because I don't play it anymore and the game just sucks now, Battlefront 2 2017, I used to whoop ass on that. I'd be, like, top leaderboard and all that stuff, and now I'm, like, the middle.
Our call will beat you.
Yeah, I'm
Darth
old,
Call
man.
whooped that ass.
Oh, yeah, guarantee.
I'm just joking. Darth Call's nice, though. He is.
He is 100% nice, but he totally would have whipped my ass. In, like,
mine
Darth
too.
Maul outfit and everything.
You know, my favorite thing about this conversation is the amount of just people who are the best at their life. Like JC over here says, I'm 50 and I still hasn't happened over here.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
look at this.
Yeah.
That's not one of Meat's many uses. Says, I'm 50 and I still slay. Oh, tell me about it. Let's go. Good for you. Way to go.
I've never gotten good at Warzone. So I think, and a lot of people cheat. So Nick could just be losing to cheaters as well.
That's true.
That's true.
Could be
You put
losing
on-
to Nadia.
Exactly.
You know, John came in with the vibe, says, just do the DSP method and blame the game for everything. It's never your fault.
I do.
It's true.
When I'm playing COD, it's always the game's fault.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Now, look, there is that point where you realize that you're washed. We all get it. We've all been there. At least most of us. I know some of you haven't. Sorry. But maybe there's a new game that will put everybody on the even playing field. And Nintendo announced this, but we got a trailer for it today. And I watched this, and I think there could be potential for some really fun things here. And I'm talking about this game called Drag and Drive. They announced this when they had the Switch 2 announced. Check this out.
The wheelchair game?
Yeah.
Look at Phil just giggling. That's great.
Listen.
Wheelchair Rocket League is crazy, man.
Pretty awesome. I mean, so
I'm going to play it.
I know you are.
I'm going to play it.
John just says we saw this already. Yes, but I saw this and I thought to myself, like, this has been around. They talked about this a couple months ago. But when you look at actually what's happening here, and you're playing
doing it like this?
Yes, you're well. You put the Switch 2 remotes down on a flat piece of paper here, or like a piece of cardboard or whatever's in front of you, like a table. How are you going to play this game? Nobody is set up like this to play this at all. They're going to need to sell some sort of giant board in front of you to allow you to play this. Nobody's going to be playing this on a flat surface. But I feel like if we were to do some sort of like live event with this game,
that'd be
it would
funny.
be so much fun.
Entertaining for sure. Yeah.
Yes, 1000%. I mean, you said it. You know, Rocket League wheelchair man. That's the way to go.
They're saying cripple ball in your chat, so
maybe that's what we call the event.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
Wanna play some Crips?
You know what we should do is we should do an event, and the only people who are allowed to play this are people in wheelchairs. And if you are and if you aren't in wheelchairs and you play it, then you're
I feel like they have a leg up.
Oh, hey,
You feel me?
Yeah, like
true. Look at that. I'm just saying, I think this would be pretty fun to do. I'm sorry, Phil, what do we call the event?
You call them Crips. You want to play some Crips?
CripCon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If I can go a little bit deeper into this little joke, can we make sure the entire logo is built around blue? It's Crips. Steve Flawed gets it. There it is.
But it's also a handicap placard.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that's what we do. We hand out, the winner gets a handicap thing for their car.
Hey, I would do it.
A golden handicap
Yeah.
placard.
Really close. I think that's a good reward for winning.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of, real quick, so I'm having surgery on my ankle here coming up in early July, and they offered me a handicap parking thing for 6 months.
Take that.
Like, should I feel bad about that?
No.
6 months of parking with a my recovery is going to be like, a month, right? I don't need 5 extra months of that.
And then you park there and you see someone happen to park in a normal spot and they're like,
right.
Yeah.
Nah, W.
Yeah.
Walk by, I'm like, let's go.
What up?
You can't see me. Let's go. Walking. The chat's on board. They say, man, take that. Take it and go with it, man.
Damn.
Basket palsy is crazy. That's a great name.
Hey, basket what?
Basket palsy. Instead of basketball.
We're all going to hell together.
That's wild, man.
Good. It's
Your
good.
chat is crazy, bro.
Chat's the best. They're the fifth chair of the show.
Oh my gosh.
Good. Hey, Phil, go ahead and read that, please.
Ranger George with the 10 the pound. The field is all the Asians, even the wrong kind of Asians. We all know who they are. The South Asian and the squinties are fine.
Okay. Thank you, Ranger George. Marmalin came in with this 10.
Marmalin with the 10. The Asian, the wisdom, the secret, highest to pick. If you do run to the among the brains, the content to mentor, the stir the embrace you.
What just happened? Marmalin, never again.
Yeah. That
Hey.
was gibberish.
I'll read this. Ian came in with 10 gifted memberships to the channel. How
Hey,
great is that? Let's go. Ooh, up there. Ian, thank you so much for your ridiculous support. We genuinely appreciate that. Is spectacular. And I got this one. Modest came in and says, hey, bada bing. Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead, Phil. This is definitely for you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Immediately.
Holy shit, ni ha, Suzuki Motorola is the Mitsubishi, my friend. What up, my dog float? What's the word, homie? What is it? What is up in the hissy? Mia Blabina use still AF. Oh, still fired. Stuttering Craig.
Still at F. I thought I was going to say something else.
Yeah, me too. I thought,
Yeah,
I thought we were
what's
going
that F? I'm like, what is that?
Hey, Wheeling Through Life with Brian in the wheelchair, who may be a competitor for our game, Crit
Yeah.
Ball.
Let's go.
Came in with this. I got this. Says, I love how they're demonstrating wheelchair basketball in that game. I played for 10 years. It's fun. We have no, we don't have a leg up flawed. We play by the same rules as able-bodied basketball. Hey, Brian, I'm serious. We need to get you involved. I think that'd be great. Well, I think that'd be awesome. Get you in on what? I'm sorry. What do we call? What would you say? Crip ball?
Crip ball.
Okay.
Cripple ball.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much. I love your sense of humor, man. Ian came in and says, I broke my ankle and all I got was this quality parking. That's right. Hey, thank you so much. Let's more rewards here. And let's go. We got all the rewards coming in today. Another one from Graham. We may be breaking some records today. It says, I knew it was all downhill while getting my and 55. What is that? Handed to my ass handed to me while playing Metro Dread. My 14-year-old son asked why I was on hard mode and going so slow. I was on easy. While proud as a father, I felt shame as being seen as a noob in my son's eyes. Damn, Graham. That is awesome. That is so funny. He's like, Dad, why are you playing on hard? And he's got a little Graham over here with some self-reflection, just going. And then we got this one more for Phil. Go ahead from Marmalin.
It's Japanese, obviously. Aim for the high speed land in the plains and the continent. You embrace you.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
I get
Marmalin.
it now. Now it makes
All
sense.
over the place.
All right.
All
I
right.
understand.
You guys are on fire today. I love it. We'll get to all your supers here in just a little bit. But first, let's get to some serious news. I'll tell you what. Let's do one more quick hit here. Did you see who's coming to Call of Duty?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see this, Phil?
Wait, is it not Seth Rogen or is it another person?
No, it's already passed. That was a long
Oh,
time
okay.
ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm behind.
Yeah, new people.
It's Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
I'm
In
okay with
bright ass
this.
skins, bro.
Yeah.
And the
Not gonna
coach
lie.
back there.
They're totally blending in.
Yeah, I know. This is a game about war and making sure, like so unbelievable.
It's so immersive and realistic.
Yeah.
I think
This.
Todd
gotta
jumped
be-
the shark a long time ago.
yeah. It's about 2 years ago. Call of Duty was like, well, just let's just throw all realism out the door. And
I think it's even more than that. But like, also, I'm here for the Black Ops 7 on Switch too. I'm gonna say that every time.
I can't wait to see it. See how it plays. We're gonna go straight potato mode. Yeah, but I mean, this looks kind of fun. If I'm not gonna lie, I mean, like at this point, why even call it Call of Duty? Like maybe you call it like Call of Duty
or Duty, like Goody.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Call of Duty.
Like I think there's something to this, and I'm totally fine with these characters being put in the game as long as they're like in a separate mode. Right. Yeah, put all the skins in a separate mode. And because I got to be honest, if I'm walking,
you should be able to turn it off.
I'm imagining Nick Merckx over here in his last little bit, in his last little stand here as he's squaring off against this guy running towards him right here. Can you imagine being in a situation and you see Beavis running towards you? I'm just saying, like,
and he's going to be huge.
Yeah. He's going to stick out like a sore thumb, but there we go.
I'm used to it now, though.
Yeah. Imagine getting like gunned down by like Cornholio. It's just like, man, it's just that's crazy.
There's so much going on there. It's like I both hate it and I love it.
They have crazier skins than that. Like COD is wild. I still think it's a fun game if you're playing certain modes, but you should be able to turn off the skins. Like on the last one, they had a skin where you were like a tree. And it was like vines, and it was like dark. So it was basically like a cheat, like a pay to win skin, and it was like everyone was just running with that. They don't even think, they just do things. But you should be able to turn it off, and just everyone has normal skins if you don't want to see all of it. But they don't give you that option because it's advertisement. They're paying for the advertisement. The company.
Right. Well, there you go. Yeah, those are being paid for. Yeah, they're throwing this in. It's not like Call of Duty's approaching them at this point.
Yeah.
So. All right, let's go and move on. Before we do, guys, thank you very much for your support. Game Hunter came in with this 10. Phil.
By
the way, you don't need to do the. You don't need to do the.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, when my brother played Super Smash Bros. The Ultimate, it's a it's a SMK8 squad. Fortnite, they surpassed me in such a short time. I was proud of them because the loss was worth it. And now I up my game to the point that I can wipe out no lifers.
There you go, Game Hunter. Okay. True hardcore.
Okay.
Love it. Trilla says, I better not see any traveling. Is Call of Duty trying to become Fortnite? Yes, we know that.
Low key, they are, yeah.
Accident Zeller says that wheelchair game, I can't get it to run. Is there a walk?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Can you imagine typing it up though on YouTube? You want to see a tutorial of the game and you have to actually type up walkthrough for
They're
this
gonna get
game.
banned from YouTube for hate speech off rip.
They're gonna change it to guide.
Miku over here is mad at us. I can't stand you guys making these jokes. Hey, Ranting Ryan says a wheelchair user drag X Drive is the only reason to buy a Switch 2. It's like Murder Ball in a video game. I definitely want it. Ranting Ryan, look, I'm telling you, maybe we do a big community event and we get all of our wheelchair users in, right?
Bro, you'll go viral off rip.
Yes.
You should do it. And then have someone show up in a fake one and then kick them out. Like, you're not even really handicapped body.
It'd be really funny is if we have all these like wheelchair users play in a tournament here and they have to go upstairs to get
That's unnecessary.
I know it's unnecessary. I'm sorry. Man, AJ says, well, if you're in a wheelchair, then you got a perfect place to put a board. This is true. This is true. You can put it in your lap right there.
That's true.
Oh my God. Bike Short says, I was always bad at video games, not by choice, so I feel no pain from getting older. There you go. Commodore fan says, I bought the Doom collection on Steam a while back and I beat the classics with my eyes closed on hard mode. Yeah, now not so much. All been there. Aramis. Thank you so much. I don't even says take it. I get offered same thing for my health issues, which does not limit my body in motion, and it's amazing. All right. And give it up for Mick Bean M, who became a brand new member over at Side Scrollers Plus. Definitely excited to watch American Pie tomorrow with us, which will be good. You guys are so funny with your here you go. Says Tim Lee says I might try a blind walkthrough of Dragon Drive, but I fear my brother can't stand it. But it's worth my run for the money. Crypt Daddy would have loved that game. Thank you so much, John. And Walter Cool for 10. There you go. Go ahead.
Sun Tzu said, if you are strong, appear weak. But if you're weak, appear strong.
Thank you, Walter Cool. Bentley.
Hey, Philip. Speaking of creepos, what do you call a disabled Asian? Oh, something wrong. I also, I know God tried to make everyone different. He must have gotten bored when he got to China.
That's crazy.
Hashtag Montez.
Golly.
Crazy.
God damn.
It's nice to know everybody over on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sure we'll be canceled over there very soon. There we go. Love that. All right. My goodness. I love this show. I freaking love this show. Okay. Here we go, baby. A little bit of background here. There was an event recently put on by a big streamer called Ludwig. Ludwig is this guy. He's rose to prominence the last 5 years or so. And he puts on these events. One of them is called the Beerio Kart World Cup. Now, as the name would imply, it involves beer, it involves Mario Kart, and people getting together to play the game. Really simple idea. Now, what happens when you involve people and alcohol? Stupid things happen. And that's what happened recently at an event where a Smash Brothers pro named Mango appeared on one of Extra Emily's streams at the tail end of the event. And we're going to watch to see kind of what happens here. This is where we start, as this is the Extra Emily lady. We've talked about her on the show before. Somehow with nearly 14,000 paid subscribers, dear Lord, we need to do better. And I don't know who this lady is over here.
But fall asleep.
Yeah, she looks very
she
tired.
Looks stoned.
Well, she does because it's just a freeze frame. But let's see what happens here.
See, we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango, on the other hand.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
He's
nah, he's
toes.
fucking
Nah.
bugging.
Oh, no.
End the stream.
What?
End it.
Oh, no.
End the stream, Mango said.
End the stream.
Okay. Flawed, your initial reaction was, yo,
Yeah,
can't
he's
do that.
wilding.
Yeah, can't do
I'm
that.
ridiculous, but I'm not that ridiculous. This dude's tripping. That's like, I don't know. I would have had to fight him.
You'd have to fight him, huh?
Yeah, I would have had to fight him. For
What
sure.
about you, Blabs? Have you seen this yet?
No, that honestly bordering sexual harassment right there.
Nah, it definitely is, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks. Look, she was not happy. The chicken like little toadette outfit, not happy with it. And Extra Emily's kind of being stupid about it.
Dick in face, unwanted,
Yeah.
unsolicited. Yeah.
Graham
nah.
says his name was actually Mongo, but he spelled it wrong. Okay, so we'll call him Mongo then. That's fine. I don't know this world at all. But I do know that Smash Brothers community seems like there's just nonstop drama in it.
Mhm.
There's always something going on in the Smash Brothers community. Now, I do want to point out here, right? The reaction here after he goes up, this girl clearly not on board with what's being thrown down. But Extra Emily, on the other hand,
She thinks it's funny.
yeah, look at how she responds.
Mango, on the other hand.
Nah, she
No,
looked
no.
uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie.
He's humping
Yeah.
toes. No.
End the stream.
So he's thinking like,
She's
hey,
trying to get a clip.
yeah, he's over here trying to do something funny, like, hey, I'm here in his totally drunk, inebriated state. He's trying to go over here and be like, this is the stream ender right here. Look at how funny I am, right?
End it.
End the stream, Mango said.
End the stream.
Well, his stream didn't get ended, but his career may have, because the company that he was working with, I guess the esports organization, is called Cloud9, and they pretty much dropped him immediately. It says, we are aware of the recent incident involving Joseph Mongo Marquez and fully acknowledge the concerns raised by our community and partners. Following an internal evaluation, we have decided to make the decision to release Mongo from Cloud9. Regardless of tenure or accomplishments, the behavior demonstrated is entirely unacceptable and directly conflicts with our organization's core values. We maintain a zero tolerance stance regarding harassment or any other form of inappropriate conduct, which, by the way, very broad statement right here. Like that can be interpreted many ways here. Anyways, our primary focus remains fostering a respectful, inclusive, and safe environment for everyone associated with Cloud9. We will continue to collaborate closely with our talent partners and community to to reinforce these standards. We wish Mongo the best in his future endeavors. So he gets dropped like a bad habit from Cloud9 over here, which this has been. There's a lot of layers to this, right? Obviously, this guy screwed up. But what about the guy who organized this event, Ludwig? What did he say? What did he say about this? Blabs, what do you think he said?
It either could go two ways. One, he takes the responsibility, or two, he's like, boys will be boys. It's going to be one of those options.
By the way, the chat is now telling me it's Mango. So good.
They already said it's Mongo.
Yeah, stop telling me.
I'm confused.
It's Mango. All right, we're going to call him Mango from here on out for the next 3 minutes until we get yelled at. All right. So his name's Mango. It makes sense because it's spelled mango. This is what Ludwig had to say. And here.
You know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them.
And said,
but
fuck
also,
you.
And I already told Mango this, I'm no longer.
See, it's Mango, you idiots.
Inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events.
He's not going to invite him.
Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not like championing any other action. I'm
okay. So you see what he's saying here, right? The idea that he's no longer welcome to his events, which is fine, right? And he's right. As an event organizer, it's your responsibility to make sure that everybody is, you know, you're the one organizing this thing. And look, we just did an event. We just did King of the Couch. And, you know, we got to make sure you have all these different personalities coming together, that everybody clicks and that it's not.
I know Garrett was humping
toxic.
faces for sure.
Yeah.
What's that?
I know Garrett had to be held back from humping faces. I guarantee it.
Garrett was on fire, man. You should have seen it. But with that said, like, and I posted this over on X, like, Mango is clearly in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But as the event organizer, some of the blame has to be put on Ludwig. Like, has to be, right? He's producing an event built around encouraging drinking. It's called Beerio Kart.
Mm-hmm.
And in this frame, there's literally a bartender with tons of booze ready to serve it up. Like, you look in the background, there's all the alcohol in the world back here. So what do you expect? Like, what do you expect from an event like this? It doesn't make any sense at all to me. And Ludwig should be getting criticism about this, because it's his responsibility to make sure that people aren't overserved. And when you add alcohol into a situation like this, it was literally promoted this way by Ludwig on his X account. It says, I'm giving away 6 more Beerio Kart World Tour, 24-person drinking and driving event happening. Like, he's promoting that this is going to be happening. So there's issues here. Ludwig should be under the microscope for this. 1000%. It's his responsibility. And honestly, Mango, I don't know if he signed anything, but he could, and I'm not saying he will, but he could at least explore the option of some sort of legal action against Ludwig because of that. Because he did something stupid at Ludwig's event. And Ludwig, you know, yes, there is definitely personal responsibility here. But I'm just saying there could be a potential opportunity here, you know, for Mango to potentially sue Ludwig.
Because he didn't get cut off. Basically.
Yes, because he was overserved. Exactly. Because he was overserved. Because it's Ludwig's responsibility to make sure that people aren't overserved because he's the one hiring the bartender to do this.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not the over litigious type of guy. I hate lawsuits. Lawsuits are stupid. But just the way things are going, that could potentially happen. So, and I know some people saying, I don't know about that. Maybe. But I don't know. I who knows, right? So what about this Mango guy? He responded over on X. Says, couldn't sleep. Feel like I let so many people down. Talked to a few friends and just realized I have a problem. Everyone has coddled me for so long and kind of looked the other way when it came to my drinking. Don't want anyone to feel bad for me. Defend me. Sorry to everyone I've let down or hurt. I know it just looks like I'm trying to save face, but I'm genuinely feel so awful about it. As I've done, all I've done is reflect on my life and realize I'm a broken human. I will try and redeem myself over time, as I always do. Gonna stop drinking immediately and get it together. Sorry that I am an F up and will try to do better. Right here.
It's all you can do.
Yeah, and what makes matters worse is that he's married and he has a kid. He has a son.
Oh, that
Right.
poor kid.
Yeah, so and like I know Mango, like not personally, but like I know about, like, I used to follow the Melee scene a lot. So like I used to check out like Hungry Box, Mango, and like even like someone like Mewtwo King. But it's just
dude that touches kids.
Yeah, it's just the Melee community has been sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of weird. It's I don't get it, man. It's like, why? First of all, why would you? I thought when you say Birrio, I was like, wait, is it? It should have been the Birria card.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
thinking.
just
I was
eat a
thinking,
bunch
like,
of food.
That's
Yeah,
what
you should eat a bunch
that's
of
what I
eat a
heard.
bunch of taco birrias, quesadillas, and then you play Mario Kart. If it's sort of like you go to this event where it's like free alcohol, and you need to sort of like vet people, like if they have any like prior instance, like prior crazy things that's happened to them, and you should, as an organization and a person who's running it, you should definitely like cut people off when you sort of see it. It is
Right.
Ludwig does have a little bit of responsibility, but like majority of responsibility does fall on Mango.
And I don't disagree with you, right? So people are kind of on the chat. They're saying, Craig, what a dumb take, right? Let me give you some examples here, right? People says, Ryan says, I mean, he's the event, but Mango is the one who did it, so he's at fault right here. Ultra V says, no, it's his responsible to stop when he realizes he's getting too out of control. But here's the thing. This is right. If you go to a bar, if I go to a bar tonight and I get overserved, I get in an accident, it's also the bar's responsibility.
Yeah.
It goes back to the bar legally. That's what I'm saying in this situation.
They're open to litigation for sure.
They are absolutely and you may say that this is a dumb take, but I'm telling you,
it is what it is.
If you've ever worked as a bartender before, you are taught over and over and over again that you can be held over the coals if you overserve somebody. That is why they will not overserve you, because if they get in an accident, it comes back to you. It comes back to the bar. That's all I'm saying.
It's about beer. So yeah, you should have the right things in place to prevent that type of shit for sure.
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
Look, he made a stupid mistake, right? And that's what happens when you get drunk. Right. That's all. And that's where I go back to Ludwig should take more accountability in a situation like this, where it's literally an event built around booze. Right. So people are going to do stupid things. So don't act shocked when people do stupid things.
Yeah.
Mango came back, says, Cloud9 is dropping me, probably getting banned from tournaments. Effing shit, man. No one to blame but myself. But man, never thought I'd hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry, everyone. Wish I was better. I had it all, and I effing tossed it in the trash can.
All you gotta do is better yourself, bro. That's it. Like, people love a comeback story. I don't think he loses everything. I think you just have to not take it like, oh yeah, well I'm a victim here. I think he should just push through it,
Yeah, or just like
what he did and just move forward, try to do
Yeah.
better.
I think Flood's correct. I think if he has a very good comeback story, like he basically goes to AA, he gets like a chip and stuff like that. Like he shows that he's good and like he doesn't participate in any of that kind of stuff anymore. I think people will accept him.
Yeah,
But it's gonna take a while though.
Yeah.
And right, no one claimed the law was fair. I didn't make these laws, right? I'm just telling you the way things are here. And Ludwig could potentially open himself up here. This was pointed out, man, like literally one night of bad decisions. And this is what happens once again, booze, Literally
Most
one night of
crimes
bad
only take
decisions.
a few minutes. That's the
Right.
thing to do, to go to
Ruined
prison for life
Mango's
a lot of times.
Yep, ruined Mango's entire career and legacy here. Right, took one night, just a couple extra beers right there, and bingo bongo, ruined.
Takes like 5 minutes to kill someone and go to prison for life. So
yeah,
that's how things happen. Things happen in instances.
So obviously, this guy's been around for a long time. He's had a lot of success. He has a lot of friends in the space. And one of those friends is this guy named Connor Eats Pants. And Connor Eats Pants is a big friend of his, one of his biggest champions. So you'd be curious to see how they responded to all this. Now, I do want to preface this, that this was a tweet from just a couple days ago on June 20th, where Connor Eats Pants came out and says, "I'll die for FaZe Clan before I die for this country." So that kind of tells you where Connor Eats Pants.
What the fuck does that mean?
I think that really kind of says a lot about his priorities and morals.
That's a crazy tweet. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
So here's this. He was talking about the Mango situation, surprisingly. Shows a lot of empathy for his friend. Wonder how he'd respond if it were Asmongold or another streamer he dislikes who was doing the same thing.
They would have got Asmongold out of here, bro.
Yep. Here we go.
We'll just have to see how things go. I think you guys understand how I feel about it. There's no defending what Mango did or anything like that. But at the same time, I think there is like a bit of a, witch hunt mentality of people trying to pile on and make things worse for them than it maybe needs to be. But
I agree.
It sucks. What happened? I was just Mango got too drunk at Virio and did Mango stuff that, was, there's no other way to put it. It was pretty much sexual harassment. Whether or not the intent was, I think he was doing that with everybody, but obviously.
Hey, Blabs, he was just doing Mango stuff.
Yeah, no big deal, bro. Just putting his junk in some woman's face. It's fine.
Okay,
Also, this guy kind of sucks at Mario Kart. I'm just saying.
I kind of agree with him. I mean, not fully, but I do think there's a witch hunt mentality. I think a lot of people are doing bad faith going after him and trying to make it seem worse than it is. I do think that because he didn't actually like do too much. It was out of line, but like they want him. People would be happy if some people would be happy if he never was able to feed his family from doing what he does.
1,000%. Yes. And on top of this, like, look, if he's drunk here, obviously. You can almost tell by the look on his face, right?
Yeah.
And you see, if you're doing this and you see this response, maybe he doesn't see. He does, because he's looking at a monitor. And
he said, "And the stream." He knew he was on.
Yeah, he sees exactly what's happening, but he also sees her response over here. And she's like,
exactly.
La, 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 right? Which really goes into the idea of that there actually is some nuance here, because she saw this as harassment. She saw this as a joke.
Yeah.
Right. She saw this. Oh, he's humping Toad.
It should have humped her face.
Right.
Yeah, because it wasn't happening to her, so she's just laughing.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I just pull up a comment in the chat that's actually like really retarded?
Sure.
That's why women should be disallowed from events with men. So because men, not every man, by the way, just the retarded ones, can't keep their shit in line, women can't go out in public.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That is the most retarded.
He might be onto something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that one.
Nope.
We don't have to agree on everything, but we can agree that Mango's career is done for the time being. Which it is what it is. Maybe it is good to separate, to focus on yourself, and come back a better person. Because we all have our trials and tribulations, and if it took an incident like this for him to realize that he's a flawed human, which it sounds like he is,
chill out.
Oh,
you could use a different word there. That's wild. I'm not humping people in the face.
A truly messed up person, like we all are. Then, hey, hopefully things will come together for him in time. So, all right, Graham, look at this, Blabs. Came in with the $100. Whoa, geez, get that out of the way. Super Chat says, have some money because you rock, Craig. And Side Scroller says, help me stay sober and focused on my hobbies like video games during my recovery.
W.
Dying was a trip. I don't recommend it. Blabs is acceptable as well. Hey, Graham, thank you so much. Appreciate your support and congratulations on your sobriety.
Yeah.
Way to go, dude. That's
shout
awesome.
out.
Great for you, man. And
I'm thinking about getting back into fentanyl though, so
I
should be
You
watching
can't
Side
be
Scrollers.
serious.
I'll hook you up.
don't think you should do that. Good stuff.
Give you the good stuff this time.
Don't think we should dig into that. Do not endorse that on any platform, by the way. Just want to throw it out there.
Yeah.
So. Hey, give it up for 16-bit dude who became a brand new member over on YouTube. That's awesome. Let's see if we can match one over on Kick or over on Twitch if you guys are tuning in. Would love that. And 16-bit dude says, I freaking love this show. Thank you so much. For Montez, we are now 3 away from Montez. Tamamo, go ahead there. Go ahead there, Phil.
I'm pushing 30 and I haven't seen the point where I have certainly started to suck because I always sucked. Not jokes aside, I'm okay, though I have no doubt my time will come.
Tamamo, thank you very much. Appreciate your support. You know what I like most about you reading the supers, Phil, is that before every one you go like you're about to make it, like you're about to make a big announcement, you know?
Yeah.
I'll get this one from Graham. Says, wait, are you telling me a wasted 20-something with more money than most make in a decade and never being told no or having to deal with consequences is going to behave boorishly? Perish the thought. Yes,
See, I don't think that's how it goes. I think people think of all streamers like that. I think he's just a person who just got money from doing what he did. He's probably been told no. He's a normal person.
Well,
we should look at him like a human. We don't know him, but most people are normal people. Like everyone's not some like spoiled kid and just happen to get in a game and become a fucking millionaire and successful at it. Most people are just normal. So he's a human.
Yeah. And most Smash Brothers guys are not exactly
normal.
They're not super. Smash Brothers community isn't like floating with tons of money.
Garrett's really good at Smash Brothers, so
Garrett is.
Just casually dropping. By the way, Garrett's a weirdo.
Good. Max came in and says, dang, I'm the same age as Craig. I really like streaming and social media. I'm really glad streaming and social media wasn't a thing in the early 2000s. We all did stupid shit.
Facts.
I kind of feel for them. I definitely did dumb stuff in my day. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember, like, it was really stupid. I've talked about this, like, before. And my thing is, like, if you're going to, like, get ahead of it, right? If you did something stupid, just talk about it now.
Yeah.
Own it, you know? Like, probably the stupidest thing I did, like, when I was in, like, my 20s was I was at a rock climbing wall with my buddies. And one of whom I worked with, and we were getting our hands all chalked up, right, ready to go. You know, you get your hands up, ready to go, and like the trainer girl came by and I just go whap, and I slapped my handprint on her butt, right. I just wanted to see my hand on her butt, right, and Blabs over here like, what?
I just wanted to see my hand on her butt, bro.
Yeah,
that's wild.
And I knew as soon as I was like, probably shouldn't have done that.
No.
Right?
Do you want dinner? That's how I met my
probably.
wife.
That's how you met your wife, huh?
Yeah, that's how I met
You
my
slapped
mother.
her ass and asked if you wanted dinner?
That's how I met my mother, is what I meant to say.
No, that's your mom, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, look, we've all done stupid things before, right? Should I have been canceled for that?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Probably, yeah.
Start it up.
Yep, here we go.
Cancel Craig.
Cancel it. Let's go.
Some woman's
Come at me,
ass
bro.
years ago.
Bring back the Me Too.
Yeah. This was long before I met my wife. Just said that.
Yeah.
So
I used to smack asses all the time in school. I was a little weird.
yeah, dude. Like, yeah, it was just a thing. You know,
You used to smack women's asses in high school?
All the time. All the time.
Not just women, men's, but
What are you, Anakin? Not just the women.
No, you didn't just someone walking by, you just whap. Someone's walking by, you just give them a whap, especially if you know them.
Yeah, all
you
the
know?
time. Yeah.
It's like a love tap. Hey,
Middle
here you
school,
go.
that was like 40 asses a day.
Yeah. See,
Oh, damn.
I was addicted.
I love you,
We're gonna be honest. I was never going around slapping people's asses.
Well, that's the difference.
What were you doing? You did something, Blabs. You ain't fucking innocent.
No, in high school.
You got feet pics online. Nice try. We know better. We know better.
But before we move on, though, I did want to share this.
Oh no! Oh, the wheelchair in the background.
Oh,
Good.
It's ready to go.
Yep.
Good. Well, hey, Honey Badger says, shout out to Phoenix. He was the star of Blab's stream last night.
Oh my
and she
God.
killed it on Rumble. Wow.
Yeah, Phoenix was hilarious on the Rumble chat. Thank
What are
you.
you playing?
I was just playing Uno with Mally Mouse. Just chilling.
You should play rematch.
What's that?
Oh, that's the soccer game.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Like Rocket
Oh.
League, but with people. I was playing last night. It's fun.
Super fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Over 1 million people played that game, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a fun ass game.
The Deep Fryer says, my uncle finally beat me. Or my nephew finally beat me at Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. But then I switched to my main, DK, and took the boy on a 12-round losing streak. Let's go, Deep Fryer. That boy. Here Ian came in. Says, Craig.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't agree with that.
Not just one.
No, not
I'm just saying. Hey,
But the men and the children too.
equal opportunity, baby. Just doing this over
You
and
took
over
too
again.
much out of episode 2, man, of Star Wars.
Yeah, Craig's like a turnstile. It's like bam, bam, bam.
I'm just saying, you want to be treated equally. Everybody's gonna get it. That's all I'm saying. Right? All right, guys. We see all your super chats, direct donations, kick everything. We see all of it. We're going to get to read every single one. We appreciate it, man. Delta says, am I missing context? Did the woman getting assaulted even openly complain afterwards? I feel like these events have this weird situation where everyone else has to take, I guess, talk about what happened, but the actual person.
That's the
Good
internet.
question. Yeah, that's a question,
I
Delta.
think I found her account. Somebody had mentioned that she was like an animal person on Instagram and YouTube, and supposedly this is her name. I'm not sure if I'm correct or not. This could be her. I think it's her.
Yeah, it's her.
But she has not commented anything. So there's
Well,
nothing
I think
not
Ludwig
even-
said he talked to her.
Yeah, so
Okay, well, we'll see
if
if she
this
has
is
anything
her,
to
she
say.
hasn't said anything. But I don't know why she's got a picture of Hassan as like. Anyway.
Tells you everything. Yeah, like.
Okay.
He's offended. Hey,
It's like
John.
this dude Easy Mill.
What's that?
She looks like this dude named Easy Mill.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow. John came in, says, for the mango situation, I think the Melee community are in hot water for the hack situation. So it would be a bad look if Mango didn't get in trouble. Yeah, like I said, the Smash community is just, if you're looking for a garbage fire, you found it. There's always something going on there, and it's just filled with nutty, stupid, zany people. So
yeah.
All right, let's talk about something incredibly sad that has happened over the last few days. This story from Dexerto says YouTube's Save a Fox founder, Michaela Raines, dies from suicide after online harassment. Now, the phrasing on this, I don't agree with the idea of dies from suicide, right? But they unalived themselves, which we probably already flagged for that. It says YouTuber and founder of Save a Fox Rescue, Michaela Raines, has died after taking her own life. The shocking news was broken by her husband, Ethan Raines, in a video uploaded to the Save a Fox YouTube channel on June 23rd, leaving viewers heartbroken. Real quick, how many YouTube channel or how many subscribers do you think that this channel has? Because I never heard of this before.
Oh, I'm going to say 1.5 mil.
Okay, Phil?
Yeah. I'll say
he's looking it up.
No, I definitely am not. I would say a little bit over 1 million. I'm not sure.
They currently have 2.44 million subscribers over on YouTube. Wow. Huge channel here. Ethan gave a tearful 11-minute long statement detailing Michaela's hard work and the various animals to her rescue, which included everything from fox to pine martens, jackals, and more. He also clarified that Michaela struggled with conditions like autism, depression, and borderline personality disorder, explaining that she was always in and out of different kinds of therapy to help her cope, trying, quote, various mood stabilizers and meds. So she was extraordinarily medicated. Nothing really seemed to help, Ethan said. Simple tasks were hard for her. Looking at her from the outside, you could never tell what was going on in her head. But even just socializing would send her over the edge. So,
So Actually, I'll save my comments for after. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I already don't agree that the internet like led to it. If she was already suffering from depression and all these things, then she was on the edge the whole time. Like, you can't blame the internet trolling because there's plenty of people who go through things. Everyone doesn't do that. Some people get worse. Some people have better. I mean, interaction with the internet. Some people have worse. Taking yourself out because of internet, because of social media bullying when you were already struggling with that. That's not the internet. I don't think that is. I think it could be. It could be an amalgamation of things, but it's you ultimately. It's not the internet.
I think that's actually really like a fair comment based off of everything that's being thrown out here. The idea that she was heavily medicated, she was depressed, but the idea of and we're going to get to Reddit here.
Bullying's not okay, obviously.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
Right. Which, yes, I think I don't think if you can point it at one direct thing, but it's an amalgamation of things. It's a total. But let's go continue here with this. At this point, her husband revealed that Michaela had been a victim of harassment online from people she knew in her personal life, as well as other animal sanctuaries. They constantly spread ridiculous claims and rumors, and being the sensitive human that she was, Michaela took it all to heart, and it hurt her. It hurt her a lot. For years, she pushed through the pain of people trying to bring her down. But this time it went too far. She couldn't bear what she was feeling any longer, and she ended her life. It breaks my heart that someone who was so selfless and devoted her life to animals could have had so much negativity pointed at her. Why?
It's the internet.
That's all I can ask is why here. So Michaela leaves behind Ethan and their toddler daughter, as well as numerous animals she was caring for in the Save a Fox rescue right there. That is heartbreaking that she couldn't live for her daughter right there. That's rough. Blabs, do you have anything here before we dig into some of the response to this?
I agree with Flawed. If she had all these issues, I'm not saying that the internet is not guilty in this. Definitely is also guilty. I mean, you could just be a nice person for a change. And besides, she's doing like animal sanctuary and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck? Why are you being a douchebag for that? Like, she's helping other creatures out who can't help themselves, So it's very, very tragic, obviously. Very tragic, especially for this little girl, the toddler, who's never going to know what her mother was like ever. And that's just such a shame.
Yeah, it's definitely very sad. Like, given the fact that the internet's going to be the internet, and especially that she has such a big following, she's considered a public figure, right? And it's bound to happen, whether or not like you are doing the best thing on earth. There's going to be someone out there that's going to want to knock you down, and then I think her husband, probably should have told her about this, if I'm not sure how involved he was, but it's just like it is like she already has depression. And she's heavily medicated already. She's been to therapy multiple times. So it's like, it just exacerbated everything. The internet just made it worse. So it's just like everything that's wrong about whatever you thought that you had about yourself is just going to make it worse from the people online that has control, that are completely anonymous.
Yeah.
But the fact that some of them are people that she knows still sucks a lot.
So, and I realize that our title says, Reddit unalives YouTuber, right? And you can only say something with nuance in so many words in a YouTube title, right? So it's kind of a blanket statement, and it sucks, and I'm sorry for that. But saying the internet did something is a very broad statement. Ultimately, she did this to herself, and people pushed her over the edge. People on the internet did this. Now, Reagan, who's been on our show, says, YouTuber I follow, Save a Fox, very entertaining animal rescue, took her life after being harassed by a Reddit call-out mob. She just found out she had a daughter too. People who impulsively engage in cancel mobs deserve the same punishment as horse thieves in the Old West.
I disagree.
What's that?
I disagree with that last part, but yeah.
The idea of the cancel mobs?
Yeah, because someone doesn't have to be canceled just because people want to cancel you. People want to bully you. That's just people on the internet are dumb. That's it. They do dumb things all the time.
Reagan,
it's part of free speech.
Yeah. She was apparently on the autism spectrum, made hilarious voices while interacting with the animals she rescued from fur farms. My favorite was her fat, jolly coyote with a thyroid problem. Tried to watch a video her husband posted about what happened, couldn't get through it. In the near future, when cancel swarms like this become taboo, you're going to see people who took part in them acting like they didn't. Don't ever let them forget it. Keep receipts and never, ever, ever let anyone like this into your life. It's just a repost. What's that, Flood?
It's a slippery slope.
The idea of
people saying things you don't like being considered cancel mobs, whether it's right or wrong, then it just all gets muddy. When it's things you don't like, it's bad. That's what it is. When people say things you don't like, it's bad. If they say it in groups, they're a cancel mob. It's just a slippery slope. It's just we put too much stock into what other people say.
Yeah, there is truth in that. And that's, I bring it back home to kind of my personal situation. I have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old. And the idea of giving them like unfiltered access to the internet is insane. Like they deal with enough on it, like especially my 13-year-old who's in middle school. She has enough going on with catty girls and stuff. So why would we want to compound that a little bit further? And give them essentially an unlimited bullying tool, right? For the internet. But this is from Reddit Lies over on X. Says Michaela Rains, founder of Save Fox Rescue, just took her own life. 2 months ago, she was seen on the Reddit Save a Fox Snark attempting to defend herself from her detractors. That's ridiculous.
That's where she messed up.
Bingo. She tried to have reason with these people and it didn't work out. Here's how subreddit's creators responded when she showed up. It's time to address snark subreddits. This is her right here. It says in 2019, it was commonplace at your rescue for fighting between enclosures. You had a fox. This is what she's talking about right here. And this person says, if you don't want to deal with the public, then maybe just stick to OnlyFans back in 2024. Anyways, so you can kind of see what's going on here and the amount of people. Apparently, a lot of this stemmed from just like a couple different users, just like two. Of the whole thing, but it was this person in particular, which I don't really know anything about this, but it was the subreddit was tiny, 19 posts and 91 comments made over the course of a year. And Flawed, I think you're right, man. Like at a certain point, why even engage?
Mm-hmm. It's not in good faith. You're not going to reach a logical common place with these people.
Yeah, a lot of these people don't want to have an honest dialogue or conversation with you anyways. They're just there to just make you look bad or make you feel bad just because they can.
Yep.
And they have no remorse over it. And if something bad happens to you, like unfortunately in this case, they don't care. Like, we were able to bully someone off the internet and in real life, so we're gonna continue doing this crap again. So it's just so like don't, if you have someone that's like doesn't want, like you said, not in good faith, doesn't want to have a dialogue with you, why engage? It's just sometimes it's hard to like look away at all the hate that you get. You sometimes it's just you just doom scroll and everything, but like it's especially for her case, like she should have completely avoided that.
Yeah.
What do you think about this Reddit Lies goes into the idea that this Save a Fox Snark, this Snark subreddit, I don't even know if there's a side scroller Snark. I don't know. I don't look at that stuff.
I'm about to go make one.
Yeah, please do. I don't know enough about this, and honestly, I don't care. Even if there was, I could care less. Like we have people who watch us.
You have haters, like
of course we do, right? Yeah. But all these people are like mentally unwell. So why would I want to listen to somebody who's mentally broken? Right?
They don't stop the success.
Right. And so like what happens? So like you put that in perspective. Like let's just say side scrollers. I listen to people who are like, man, you should do more screw attack content or whatever, or you're a whatever. Like, and I was like, okay, I quit. What would happen? They would just turn their attention to the next thing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who cares? They're just unhappy people, which is what you find here. But this like snark thing, this is first time I actually heard this phrase was just a couple days ago with the whole H3H3 lawsuit and the snark subreddit there. I'd never heard that before. But I don't know, like it says, the snark phenomenon exploded in popularity on Reddit in the spring of 2022. Right here, Snarkers is a snark subreddit users call themselves are gossip addicted women obsessed with talking down to influencers, right?
So why would you even? Yeah, there's no way I'm having a conversation with these type people.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's what they call themselves. Yeah, no, you're It's insane.
Yeah,
So-
you're basically sorry to interrupt, but like you're throwing yourself into like an arena where everyone hates you.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
like you're going to be dogpiled on, and if you're not like emotionally or like mentally ready for that, you're just going to break down.
Which it very clearly sounds like Michaela Raines was not either socially ready for it, mentally ready for it, by any means. And you understand, you know, a lot of people who are autistic, they are hyper focused on something, right? And which made her so successful with this YouTube channel and this brand. She was so hyper focused on saving these animals that's what made her excel. But she got distracted by these comments on this tiny little subreddit, and she got obviously hyper focused and obsessed with that, which ultimately, you know, despite how many meds you may take or whatever it is to, you know, like ultimately she chose to do something very, very bad, and ultimately left her husband out to dry, left her child without a mother. And I think that's the, you know, it's obviously sad that she chose to do this, but the true victim in this is her child.
Yeah.
That's the saddest part of this whole thing. So
Yeah.
rough, man, rough. But you know, you never know, right? I don't know. I had a comment pulled up about this, but I think it actually got deleted on X. There's somebody who said like, so what happens, right? Like, so Reddit wins. Like, how do they feel now, right? They're just going to move on. They're going to forget this thing happened. And ultimately, you wonder if this person or these people who are really hammering into these people, how do they feel now? Do they feel validation? They got their way. Congratulations, we won, right? Because there is that other side to this. Or, you know, do they feel tremendous guilt because of something that they said that may have contributed to this? I don't know. Don't know. How do you guys feel about all that? I mean, do you think that they'll feel any remorse at all?
I was gonna say, when Blab said the internet was guilty, I was saying that the internet isn't guilty, but I know if I was one of the people who was talking crazy and someone did something like that, I would feel responsibility regardless. Like if it's actually on me or not, whether I have mental issues, I would, just because I'm a human being. So like I could see, like, it's a blurred line, but I don't think that they're responsible, but I would feel personally, I'd feel guilty about it.
Scrap Gamer says, oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I would agree to an extent. There are some people who troll people or make people angry just because they can.
Yeah.
There are going to be a small group of people out there who just we got our way, and now she's out of our way, right? It's people. Like there are people who like just don't care, but there are some people that have like the human nature in you, just like, oh man, I did something awful.
Yeah.
But like, how long will it affect them? Like, will it just like ruin their day for like 5 minutes? Oh man, that sucks.
Right.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there are those people too.
Kongman over on X says, genuinely asking, do some of you have nothing better to do than to harass an innocent autistic woman to death? She did nothing wrong, nothing but rescue hundreds of animals, but now a daughter is without her mother, a husband is without his wife. And the answer is no. People don't have anything better to do. They literally revolve their life around this stuff. That's the saddest part about it. And I want to point this out. Scrap says, did anyone hear about the sad news with Save a Fox? They found the person responsible, Montez, in her honor. Okay, so I'm going to say something that will probably upset you, Scrap. Ultimately, she's responsible. They found 100%. The person who's responsible. She's the one who ended her own life. And yes, she made, as Flawed said, you know, it may be an amalgamation of things, but ultimately she's the one who made the decision. She's the one who did it to herself, which it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but that is the reality, right? Otherwise, it would be called murder.
Yeah,
and it's not. So, it's obviously tragic. What can you say? It's tragic. What's not tragic is Marius coming in with the 70
crazy segue.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's good. Doing my best.
I don't know what happened. Where'd it go?
Just
I am.
throwing it out there. You know, I mean, I see things like this, like
It's
bad
not
take.
funny,
Like
but it is
I, you know, I'm trying. You know,
Yeah.
All right.
No, I dig. I mean, it is what it is.
Dave
Yeah,
came
it
in
is
and
what
says
it
the internet is the form of all of other influencers lead to the death of Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon. That's right. That's
True.
right. Peanut the squirrel. Rest in peace, Peanut. Eric Haya says, Craig, maybe you should do an episode showing the online hate you guys have or
hate
and
you
how
guys
to-
hate.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, showing the online hate you guys hate. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can't read either.
And how you handle it. Some are too innocent and don't expect it and don't know how to handle it or take it too personally. Yeah. Here's the golden rule. I don't care. Like,
I'm
that's-
muted.
yeah,
I just want to
yeah,
say
well-
it's a bad idea though, because like you don't want to highlight anybody who ever like harasses you, because then they'll just
Yeah.
do it more. So we can't actually do that.
Yeah, like
Yep.
you give them power by at least addressing them. And
The amount
honestly,
of people I just mute on Twitter go boop.
yeah, and don't even ever think about them again.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't block them. I don't give them any inch. I just mute them and move on.
yeah, they're just losers. That's all.
Yeah.
They're just losers. So why even give them any sort of credibility? Raymond Hurd says the internet was such a better place when it was the Wild West. Websites had an end, fandoms reigned, and mass harassments were too desperate to matter. Thank you, Raymond. Appreciate your support. Steven says, at the end of the day, the people who harass Michaela to end her subscription are the ones with blood on their hands. There is no excuse to drive someone off the edge. Steven,
I don't agree.
okay, so I think there's nuance there, right? In all this, I don't think it's as black as white. And black and white in this situation. Did they actively say you should kill yourself?
It
Right.
doesn't even matter.
Right.
Mhm.
You see people online, and I realize that this entire situation, right, is very nuanced. But you see people online, and the reality is that you don't truly know them. Like those people harassing them, they probably had no idea that she was autistic, suffering from depression, dealing with all these things, right? They don't know, right? So they're just continuing to bully, right? It would ultimately I don't think it's fair to say that they did it because ultimately she's the one who made the decision, right? But there are contributing factors to it. So
I think in a free country where you can say whatever you want, that should be like the number one thing. You can't just take everyone's word like to heart. You can't, regardless mental illness, whatever it is what it is. Some people have mental illness, some people don't.
Yeah.
That's a slippery slope in itself. Just to start saying, oh, they have blood on their hands, and then you say something on your net when you're mad, and then like now that is actually a little bit too far, and then they're coming after you. It's just that to me is just that I don't agree with that. People say shit to me all the time. I have mental illness. I've done a lot of things, but I never try to take myself out over internet hate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough, especially online. When you have any sort of audience, people find a way. They try to tear you down. They try to break you. They want to get that the virtue signal points for I was the guy who broke that person, whatever.
Yeah.
And look, it's fun. Look, we all have fun with various creators. We poke at waitresses, we poke at journalists and things like that, right?
What if they all ended themselves?
Right.
Everyone you ever talked about.
Right.
Yeah.
And ultimately that's not our responsibility, right? But we certainly don't want anything bad to happen to these people ever. Right. And and the fact that needs to be said is silly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sigrun, great to see you, says there's a legal doctrine known as the eggshell skull theory that states that the frailty of the victim is not a defense of a crime. A similar principle could be used against internet bullying.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
That's too many big words for me. As soon as you said frailty and
He's like, oh,
you lost me, buddy.
Marmalade came into the 10. Phil, go ahead and take that.
Oh, that that transition was like a joke on one of those movies. Oh, really? That is tragic. Oh, hey, check out the golf swing.
You pulled the George Bush. You did.
Marmalade, hey, check out this golf swing. It's called It's called Montez. Let's go. Hey, Phil, you've been reading supers today. How about you pick? Pick a number between 1 and 16.
16. Oh, Let's go for 16.
Oh, this one is actually, yes, here we go. I meant to say 17. Here's 16.
Oh, 7.
Bitch! Montez! Let's go!
That was a good one. That's my favorite one yet.
That's great.
Shout out Phoenix.
That was a good one.
Phoenix delivered in a good way right there, baby. All right, let's see. Mercenary says it's absolutely black and white. Put them on trial. Journalists are malicious with what they do. Mercenary is very passionate about this. I see this in the chat. It says
He's wrong, but he is passionate.
Says I guess as someone with autism, I understand the pain. These people pushed her over the edge and laughed as she fell. I'm praying for the families and the foxes. Back in grade school, when I got found out of having found out for having autism, the bullies tried to help me. I guess unalive myself by holding me face down in the sandbox. This was in LA in the 80s. Yeah. It's so hard. It's like these people can't stand other people being happy or do good. It's like they have to destroy everyone. You're saying,
or
Claude?
we should ban the internet from autistic people.
No, I don't think that's a good solution.
No more
I'm just
Elon
saying.
Musk on
I'm just
Twitter.
saying. It would save people's lives, right? Let's just do that off rip. Just take all autistic people off the internet so they can't read bad words about themselves, and that helps too.
Mercenary
Good
says
point, man.
the key word being malicious here. Yeah. Chad came in and says, FYI, Flawed eats globs of glizzies
Oh, fuck this.
while throwing his cake to everyone. Thank you, Chad. Reese says, for Phil. Go ahead, Phil.
New Nintendo Switch wheelchair adventure sports session. You'll be a Michael Jordan of wheelchair game. To one for this, you would be the most dishonorable.
Thanks. Thumb Ugly says ketchup flavored chips were a war crime. I have a Molotov ketchup tattoo. I take my ketchup seriously. There you go, Thumb Ugly. Tin Lee says every time Phil does a voice, he has to end with, and please send me a $50 Amazon gift card in an Indian accent.
Not redeemed. What the hell are you doing?
Mercenary says, remember to use the app that lets you see the food ingredients, Craig. Just look at what you're giving your daughter. Thank you, Mercenary. Bike Short says, guys, Flawed is not gay. He has
What are we doing?
relationships with women and sex with men.
What are we doing here, bro? Newsflash. You're gay.
You're gay.
That means you're gay.
So funny. All right. We'll get to the rest of your supers here in just a minute. Thank you guys very much for your support. All right. Look, you guys are fun. We always like to get together with you guys. Usually we do this on Fridays, but we've been trying to get to this the last few days. It's time to buckle up, guys. It's time to go to Clown World.
Clown. Clown.
Okay, so if you recall, not too long ago, well, first and foremost, have you guys heard of Lily Tino? Lily Tino, otherwise known as Nicholas Sylvan Contino, the stage name or the fake name of Lily Tino. You guys know?
Yeah, the dude that got the surgery and looks like a dude.
This person right here. This person is this guy.
The eater.
Yes.
The restaurant guy.
The guy who shows up and is upset when people call him the man, despite him going like, "Hey, it's me, Lily Tino."
And he literally walks around like a dude.
Well, he was in trouble after going to Disney World and filming inside the bathrooms and raiding all the women's bathrooms. He went around and he was filming, and we've talked about that on the channel several times. But he is also in the news for a number of different reasons here. This is him over here, Nick, talking about quote unquote trans women in sports. Let's see what he has to say to see if there's any sort of logic behind why these people should be able to compete with women.
Trans women are the best at sports. Swish.
The testosterone surging through our muscles gives us super strength.
Well, most trans women don't have much, if any, testosterone in their system, but that doesn't mean we aren't still better.
Why is this dude trying to tell me about women? I don't understand. Look at Phil over here. Phil's like, what is that?
It's pissing me off, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, but
well, he's trying to joke about this. You know, in the most once again, this is a theater kid who's never played sports in his life, right? And he's trying to joke about this. But let's go and continue.
After all, we do have the biological advantage. It's not like athleticism is determined by anything other than what's between your legs. But if that's true, it means that some trans women are great athletes, but some are flat out bad, just like cis women. And trans women lose at
I can't stand that term, cis women. It's not a real term.
Sports all the time, but that doesn't get reported on. Because they want you to be scared of us, like we're taking something from you. And the very small number of trans women who do compete do it for the love of the game, not because they need attention or couldn't win at men's sports. Nah, that can't be true. Trans women are definitely the best at sports.
So see how funny he is? Unfortunately, in all his theater classes, he didn't learn any humor, which is unfortunate. So we saw this from XXXY Athletics says this is in response. They're big for real women and advocating for women's sports. Is you're just a terrible athlete. Many males aren't, of course, but that's not the question. Athletic or not, it's fair or unfair. Get out of women's sports. Stay out of women's bathrooms too. Right.
Yep.
Blabs, you obviously are pretty passionate about this.
Well, yeah, it's just the weirdo invading women's spaces, and he doesn't need to be in there. Get the fuck out, you mentally deranged lunatic, and seek psychiatry. You know?
We do need to bring back the crazy loony bins, don't we? I think that's something that should absolutely be done, right?
And I totally agree with this. Just came right in. Thank you very much. Social media is terrible for your mental health, even if you're not mentally ill. That's why the only internet raw I consume is side scrolls. Well, thank you for being here. But also because of social media, it keeps bringing this guy around, right? He keeps getting super empowered by everyone going. Well, some morons going, "Oh my God, you're so cool. You rock, Lily. Keep doing you thing, girl," and boo. And it's because of social media. This guy keeps going, and no one's ever really saying, "Hey, you're wrong," or at least not even in real life. And I'm assuming, considering he's still going, he's still doing this shit.
I think he gets a lot of negative feedback, but he just cares about money and attention.
Yeah?
Because it's working. It's the same thing with the Dylan Mulvaney thing. It's like, oh, I'm getting, people are looking at me, and these theater kids, they love that kind of stuff. Look, everyone's looking at me. That means I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this moron, Lily Tino, Nicholas, has over 400,000 followers on his TikTok. What the hell?
That's crazy.
What?
So
why would you pay attention to this?
Well, you said he may be doing well or not.
Or not.
This was announced yesterday afternoon, and I got to be honest, not a moment too soon, as Nicholas is now under investigation by the Florida Attorney General for filming in women's bathrooms at Disney. Under criminal code, you see right there, Tino is facing 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine if charged and convicted.
And this is Florida, so we might actually follow through with this.
That's right. Here he is talking about this on the Benny Show.
There was a TikTok influencer named Lily Tino who is who's taking videos and photos inside of the women's bathroom in Disney. And I'm thinking, well, wait a second. There's no way that this can be legal in the state of Florida, right? This is a transgender influencer. This seems to be first off, you shouldn't be allowed to film inside of bathrooms. It seems really creepy. But then here in Disney, it's extra layers of creepy and wrong. Is there anything happening from a state level on this topic?
Yeah, we're investigating this. We do not tolerate men or boys and women's and girls, restrooms, gyms, private spaces, no tolerance. We're investigating this one. We've already cracked down on some gyms in South Florida. They were allowing people that identify as women to go into women's locker rooms. We put them on notice that legal action was coming. Thankfully, they changed their ways. Alachua County, a public school system, they had a camp, Camp Crystal Lake, where they were allowing 5th grade elementary age boys to identify as girls and stay in the girls' bunks. We shut this down right away too. Thankfully, they did not fight us on it. It's amazing we have to have these conversations today. But here in Florida, we believe there are 2 sexes, men and women, and we are going to protect our girls at all costs.
Nice.
Nice, Craig. You should totally keep talking.
It's amazing to see. Thank you. I was just talking to myself. It's amazing to see that all it takes is just somebody saying no. No, we're not doing this nonsense. Nah, we're going to investigate you. And nah, you ain't coming back anytime soon. Right? That's really all it takes. And I love it. I love everything about that. And honestly, I hope this dude gets tossed in jail. He's not going to get the full 5 years. Maybe he just gets two months.
Yep.
Right. Maybe it's just 2 months, but it's enough. You have to
2 months with the boys in jail. Oh, have fun.
And a record now.
He's going to be treated like a woman. I'll say that.
You gotta drop the soap a lot.
See, the crazy thing is that if he was smart, I'm not saying that he should do this, but if he was smart, if he did it here in California, he would have gotten away with it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what's messed up.
Yeah.
Now, here people say, "What does it matter? Why would you just let people live their life?" Right? Well, once again, when it affects other women, when it affects other children, right, in a bathroom, I have a problem with that. That's when I have a problem. And Flawed, as we talk about, it's a slippery slope because eventually someone like this dude is going to show up in a bikini and try to go use the women's bathroom, which is exactly what happens here. This is exactly how it should be treated.
Jeez.
Hey, I'm leaving, so you'll have Corey.
If you want to, this dude's just in a bra.
You don't do it at a young kid's softball field.
He just grabbed his wife's bra and was like, "I'm a girl. I'm gonna be a fucking pervert."
You got freaking Homer over here just decided to get a top for his man boobies over here, and like once again, they're at this softball field during a kids thing. Don't tell me that's
He's
not
a pervert.
Yes, exactly, 1,000%, and that's what should happen. You should be shamed, 1,000,000%.
The fact he didn't put up a fight tells me he really is just a pervert. He said, "I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You caught me. I'm a fucking weirdo.
You caught me." Yep. Well, we've talked about the vibe shift when it comes to these things. It started obviously here in America, and it's trickling out across the world. As this was a BBC, which means what, Blabs?
Pause.
Nope.
So
don't do that with me here. Don't do that with me here.
The British Broadcasting Corporation.
That's right, Flawed. What were you thinking? It's ridiculous.
I don't know. My bad.
Oh, okay. The BBC presenter corrects pregnant people to women. This is a news anchor right here talking about this.
Malcolm Mystery, who was involved in the research, says that the aged pregnant people, women, and those with pre-existing health conditions need to take precautions.
You can tell just based off of the look on her face, she's like, this is the sheer ridiculousness that even was even put in a script.
They probably arrested her right after.
right.
Okay, well, she is facing a little bit of backlash from the weirdos. There are people out there who are like, how dare she say women? Nuts.
Yep. But she's kind of blown up over the last little bit as well. This is you can see her X handle here. It says a huge thank you to everyone who has chosen to follow me today for whatever reason. It's been quite a ride over there. And Blabs, what's this tweet here?
Right, so this is a woman. Okay, so she like went private because she got ratioed. If you click on the photo, the white photo down below, that's the actual tweet that was deleted. And it says, this is a chick named Faith saying, I hate living on Turf Island, where broadcasters literally go against their journalistic integrity by changing a quote mid-air because they are threatened by inclusive language. Now, this person has since gone protected because she got body slammed by like everybody from J.K. Rowling to like, you know, one who has like 2 followers and beyond. So yeah, she deserves to be protected because you're a fucking idiot. Go away.
Damn.
Hide your tweets.
People
Can you
are
imagine though
unacceptable, man.
saying like, oh, so uninclusive, you said women, and she went on a whole spurg. Like there was a thread saying that like, oh, non-binary people can get pregnant too, and not all women can get pregnant. It's like, what the fuck? What kind of pills are you on? So yeah.
Yeah, we need to make mental asylums great again, man. It's like you need to put these people in, you need to lock them up, like put them in a straight jacket. These people are crazy.
It's like in journalistic integrity, like, and I was like, is the journalistic integrity in the room with us right now when you need to change the language to be inclusive when you're literally changing the facts? Like, huh? Yeah. Wild.
Well, during all this insanity, we all know one thing. It always comes back to Harry Potter for Blabs.
Why?
And, well, we have this from J.K. Rowling
Oh.
here, Blabs.
Yes. Well, I thought it was really funny. So she says, attention all men telling me I look like a trans woman. I'm sensing that this isn't meant as a compliment. In fact, the implication seems to be that trans women look male or odd or ugly. This is appallingly transphobic, and I'll thank you to take your bigotry off my timeline. Like, that is perfect response. Perfect.
Good stuff,
Wraps
Jake.
up in a bow.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, it's amazing how that it's supposed to be an insult.
Uh-huh.
She puts it in a bow wonderfully right there.
Yep.
So, well, we do have this one last little bit of insanity here. It says apparently this swimmer in the UK, this man pretending to be a woman, has decided to go topless swimming to protest being kicked off the women's swimming teams.
Oh yeah, totally female, obviously. Look at that.
Just being a man.
So Pink News used a stock image of a female on their coverage instead of the actual photo. So this is what they used.
Of course.
And this is what the dude looked like.
And like, if the guy go topless, if he's topless, clearly no tits. So again, like the protest makes no sense and redundant.
Yeah, it's insane. It's sort of like that one South Park episode where like Mr. Garrison got like implants, right? And then they did the whole Girls Gone Wild thing, and everything was censored beside his. It's like it's the same. I feel like it's like there's no point. Like it's like you're not trans if it's not censored. No one cares. That's wild.
Well, that's the insanity that we live in, and that's one day we hope to no longer live on Clown World, but. Here we are.
It's like pro-choice women stopping sleeping with men after Trump won because they can't have abortions. It's like that type of logic. Like, yeah, that was the point.
Hey, speaking of, I did see this, and let me just pull this up last second because this is absolutely brilliant. And I just thought, wow, good for you. Good for you. Way to be a true patriot here. Check out what this lady had to say after our current president was elected here, and what she's doing to combat our president being elected.
People keep asking how we're going to pay our bills now that my husband and I both quit our jobs. The bills are not the focus. We're not worried about bills. We are not working as a form of protest. We're going to pay our bills, the ones that are necessary, because we have cut back a lot. Like, since the current administration took office, we've cut back on so much. Like, we are not putting money into the economy like we used to. We are not going out to eat. We are not traveling. We are not going to Target and filling our car up with a bunch of stuff that we don't need. Like, we're not spending money anymore. Like, we're buying food and household essentials.
Genius.
We're not funding a war. Not me, not my husband, not my household. We're not participating. We're not going to do this anymore. We are not funding this war.
You know what would be really, I have an even better solution for her. right? Maybe just move.
Yeah.
Maybe just move. So literally none of your money, none of your tax dollars, none of your household items, none of the food that you buy goes into funding the war, or funding the economy. These people, like when we say they are broken, like that is next level abstract broken, and it trickles down. You hear, my husband will not do this. You think that guy has a chair in the bedroom? He can watch his wife's girlfriend.
Yeah. They're the same people that said, the first time when Trump took office, we're moving to Canada. And man, like I have friends who are still here.
Yeah.
I'm like, just get the hell out of here already. Move. It's like it's so infuriating. These people, it's like, I'm gonna move to Canada. I'm like, bitch, you're still here.
Right. Well,
sell me your
there's
house.
the
It's
door.
expensive, man. Sell me your house.
What they should do is they should go to Canada and not do it legally and see what happens.
Yeah.
They should just move and see what happens when you show
And
up
then
in another
protest.
country. Yeah, just
Hold up a
in a
US
form of
flag.
protest. I'm with you on that. I think maybe stand on a Uber and wave the American flag and protest the place you don't want to go back to. It'd be really good. So, all right. Well, there you go. That is our visit to Clown World. I hope to never have to come back, but I'm sure we'll be making a round trip very soon.
Clown. Clown.
All right. We do have some supers we need to get to. You guys have been extremely generous today, and we obviously appreciate it. You guys allow us to do this on a day-to-day basis. You guys allow us to produce wonderful things like King of the Couch. You guys can head over to Side Scrollers Plus and become supporters over there. Hey, we got a rousing review from Flawed. Did you hear that review earlier from King of the Couch? That was great. Thank you, Flawed.
I meant it.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. All right, let's get to some of these bigger supers so we can have Phil read them, and then we'll get to some of these smaller ones. And Flawed, if you need to roll, by all means, you can roll out.
I do. Actually, I have to.
He's out. There you go. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, tell everybody where they can find it, my man.
Flawed TV on YouTube, Flawdzilla everywhere else, Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming on Rumble again soon. Everywhere, X, Instagram. Actually, I'm Flawed TV on Instagram, but yeah, follow
There
me,
we
guys.
go.
All right.
All right, Flawed. We'll catch you later, buddy. Looking forward to
Appreciate
it.
you.
Cool.
Take care, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Too.
Bye.
All right, well, Phil, you have to read. Sorry, you can't leave yet.
All right, no worries. All right. Okay. Is it David Git?
Dave.
Okay. It's Dave ticket with a 20. If the harassers said a certain thing around the lines of do it now, do it now, you should ask yourself they are liable to criminal charges. There have been the criminal cases where people were convicted for this thing recently.
Okay, so in the interest of being very light about that very hard situation, I don't think that it's really good for you to be reading them. Dave, thank you for that.
I don't know what the context was.
Yeah, right. I hear you. So, Phil, we're gonna let you go if you need to go, but you're more than welcome to stick around if you like.
All right, cool.
Do you want to stick around, or you want to roll?
I'll stay around. I'll stick around for maybe another, maybe another like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I have a call on 13, so yes, that's great. Ian says mockery can't hurt. I made fun of the Ayatollah, and now look what's happening. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate your support. Oh God, we're gonna die. Brian says trans UFC fighter Fallon Fox disproves everything he's trying to suggest. Before it was revealed that he suggested transition, he fought as a woman and broke bones. Thank you, Brian. Phil, my Kraken says he will be known as Lily Singh in prison. Ian says, poor person refuses to shop at Target. Recession inevitable. That's right. Tough stuff. A Raptor says, I'm still waiting on Whoopi Goldberg to leave. Yeah, we're still waiting. Game Hunter Scamback says, Craig, I'm going to buy Mind's Eye. It's going to be fun. Well, you're going to be the one. You'll be the one who does it. Accent Stellar says, go ahead, Blabs. Go read it.
Blabs. Hyphen, 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 hyphen.
You don't actually need to read all the hyphens.
Big black cock-a-doodle-doo, aka Dark Schlong Rising.
It's wonderful. Thanks, Accident Seller. Mr. Floridian says people are going to talk about for the rest of your lives. The best thing you can do is ignore them and keep fighting. That's right. Thank you very much, Mr. Floridian. Max Mall says flawed. Oh. Sorry about that. Says I think that's just being a word wuss. Does not mean you're being harassed. Also, Blabs, props for sickest Star Wars quote usage. Clip it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Commodore fan says, as someone with Asperger's and was picked on a lot as a kid, you just have to put a filter on it and ignore the haters best as you can, or it will consume you. This is very true. Yes, 1000%. All right, we do have a hard out here in 15 minutes. Bike Short says, as someone who played a little Battle Network series, that was a good choice. Thank you, Bike Shorts. Now, Nicholas, don't be ridiculous. Thank you. West came in and says, so on last night's stream, we found out Blabs was into waterboarding. Coming soon to Plus? What's going on with that, Blabs?
Yeah, I missaid the word waterboarding for wakeboarding.
I see.
That's it.
BBC is based blabbering collector, also Hero Fuel. Mercenary says the sick part is a slur and an insult. Vilter, good to see you, buddy. Says I still see Blabs. Is she an unpaid intern yet? No, she's back. She's the only one who's paid on this show. Slurp Derp says Mango did nothing wrong. Smash is full of incels. Chibi says your taxes covered it, so it's okay to take it. Thank you, Chibi. Commodore fan says the oil in Fritos corn chips makes me nauseous. We already read that one a little bit ago, Reese. I don't want to read it again. Beast Swizzle says it wasn't nice of him to block you. Yes, easy on the stuttering right there. Game Hunter came back, says, anyone watch Adult Swim's Minora team? Yes, no, I have not.
Nope.
Mercenary says, I didn't say so bad yesterday. I said it wasn't so. Oh, wasn't so bad. I'm sorry, Mercenary, my fault. Dr. T, what's good to see you, says, life is always tough. Always to remember to tend to your own garden, because even if the maelstrom rages around you, the things you can control are important. There you go. Nice little message there, Dr. T. Shane came in with the member for 40 months. Says, I guess I can't blame Blabs this time, as the website didn't show the Metal Gear Solid released today in Japan. You get a pass, Blabs. Hashtags Box Lives Matter.
Thanks.
Aramis, good to see you. Says, Ebony and Ivory together is in perfect harmony. Just how Paul and Steve didn't imagine it. Love when you two are on. Also, hey, Blabs, heard you hit 800 plus in Rumble last night. Congrats, superstar.
Thank you.
Wiz says, Blabs getting rehired every day. Basically guarantees she gets credit for 365 hires a day. Pro job security, con tax headache. West says, I suggest masa seed oil free chips. Lay's is processed trash. Which says, when drunk people are part of the entertainment, you expect dumb shit, especially from people who are performers for a living. That part at least is on Ludwig. Crumb says, a lot of people on the internet today need to learn the old lesson. Don't feed the trolls. It's always better just to ignore these people. Yeah, thank you, Crumbs. Walter Cool says, Craig, where's your copy of Mind's Eye? The one worth thousands. I should probably get to Best Buy and pick up a copy of Mind's Eye, don't you think? Maybe. I think that'd be good.
Maybe.
Would you plan to do Stop Killing Games segment in detail, or discuss with Leaflet tomorrow? Also bring Rev Says Desu for gaming segments. Take care. Thanks, Rohit.
Leaflet's not on tomorrow.
Who is on tomorrow?
Mally and Megamoo.
That's right. We're gonna have a new friend on tomorrow. Looking forward to that. But do a segment on Stop Killing Games. I saw there was a little dust up about that with Pirate Software again.
Oh, not again.
Accident Seller says, sometimes you need to own your own island, your own refuge. Yes, thank you very much, Accident Seller. Miku says, Hungrybox, Mewtwo King, and Mango all started with nothing and are considered bright spots in the Melee scene. Unfortunate that he's got a drinking problem, and we can only hope he sorts himself out. A lifetime ban is unwarranted. Also, Ludwig is Hassan's friend. Oh, there you go. Delta says, did you guys ever watch the technicals video on hacks before YouTube took it down? I never got so angry at a person I've never known have people he's met and called friends instigate his eventual suicide and still go to his funeral event after. No, I did not see that, Delta. I did not. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Time to roll. We have got a lot of things happening in a short amount of time. Phil, where can everybody find you, my man?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. You guys can find me at Mr. Philip Chan #2 on YouTube and Mr. Philip Chan on X and everywhere else. Thank you guys for having me on. I always love coming back to Side Scrollers because it's a Side Scroller exclusive.
Let's go. All right, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. I just put a link in the chat for you guys. That's the video from that went up this morning. It's about the Switch 2 falling apart. If you guys missed it yesterday, you can go watch that. The link is on all the chats right now. It's over on YouTube. And the thumbnail has Darkside Phil in it. We really just laugh at a lot of him just kind of being dumb in video games, which, by the way, we obviously don't want anything bad to happen to Phil. We like Phil. With that said, guys, have a great rest of your day. Get outside, touch some grass. We'll see you guys tomorrow when we're back at it again. Mally Mouse joins us with a brand new friend. What's our new friend's name again?
Okay, I'm just gonna call her Meg because it's like Meg Emu, M-U. So Meggy Moo, Meggy Ma, Meggy Moo.
We'll find
out tomorrow.
It's gonna be Side Scroll Hers tomorrow. I'm gonna be
Craig's taking a back seat again.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time. Be there bright and early. Hit the thumbs up button. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.